What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. Big game, first big game really of the season for me. I know a lot of people don't really consider this a big game, but it's Arsenal against Man City. How can it not be a big game? Big up to everyone locked in. How have I even started with an old scoreline there? I hope that's not a sign of things to come. 3-2. What game was that? Dortmund won it, the last one. But yeah, go back to 0-0. Hopefully that ain't the score today. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you hit the like button and subscribe. All that good stuff. We've got just under an hour until kickoff. And we've got a lot to talk about, people, including the lineups, including some of the players who aren't in the lineup. Let me sort this out again. Turn up prepared, shouldn't you, after all this time of streaming? Right. Big up to everyone. Let's talk about the starting 11 before we delve into some transfer talk and all of that. The Arsenal team is David Raya in goal. The back four, Ben White at right back, Calafiori at left back, with Mosquera and Gabriel, the two centre backs. I think we expected that. I know some people were saying that Salmon should start, but I think this is a bit of a big game for him to start, really. Mosquera is probably going to fill that void that Saliba's left. The midfield, Lewis Skelly, Bruno Guimaraes makes his debut. Good to see Bruno G. And then Martin Odegaard, the captain, is back. I think we knew he was going to start. The manager seems to have favoured him ahead of Victor Gyökeres, whether you agree with that or not. I got to be honest, people, and listen. We have honest conversations on here, people. This front three is just not what a title-winning team should be turning up with. And I know Saka's not fit, but arguably he might have gone into this game with everyone available. This could have been Saka, Solis, and Havertz. The front three is just not good enough, people. But the front three is Noni Madueke, Christos Solis, and Kai Havertz. Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here, man? Billions spent. We're turning up with this front three with one player out. It's got to improve, man. It's got to improve. That front three is not good enough. I'm sorry. And this could be our front three in like Champions League semi-finals. That's only Saka being out injured. And that's your front three. Are you happy with that front three? Come on, man. What are we doing? I hope Solis proves that he's better than what I think he is. Havertz, you'll get a good game, you'll get a bad game, he'll miss big chances, he'll score a difficult chance. It is what it is. And Noni, I mean, I've seen enough already. I've seen enough. We have to strengthen this front three. So the front line, yeah, Madueke on the right, Solis on the left, and Havertz up front. The bench, people, is Kepa. Good to see David Raya starting. Hincapié, Zubimendi, Eze, Max Dowman, Saka and Declan Rice return. They haven't played 1 minute of pre-season yet. Victor Gyökeres and Mikel Merino. Yeah, interesting. Obviously, because it's not a pre-season friendly, so you can't have like more players on the bench. You can only have 9 on the bench. So, no Ethan Nwaneri in the squad today, people. What do you guys make of that? A lot of people online aren't happy, but I think we know, even the way Arteta was speaking about him in the press conference, he's going to leave the club. It's whether he's leaving on loan or on a permanent that is, you know, the difference. If he's going on loan, cool, it's not the end of the world. If he's going on a permanent, then I'm absolutely fuming. I'm sorry. I think it's a shocking decision. When you're keeping players like Noni Madueke at the club and paying 50 million for him. Unbelievable. No Gabriel Jesus in the squad. We don't mind that. Jesus, respectfully, we're expecting and probably hoping that he leaves. Because, you know, he's been at the club for a long time. And by the way, Gabriel Martinelli's not in the squad, is he? Yo, how am I just noticing that? I'm looking at the squad there going, hang on a minute. Martinelli's not on the bench. What's going on here? Check Fab's tweet. Martinelli and Jesus both out of the Arsenal squad. Wow. Wow. How did I not realise that? Martinelli. So, if we really look at this situation then, Ranieri's going to get sold or go on loan. That's number one. We know that. If it's a loan, I don't mind. If it's a permanent, I think we've made a big mistake. However, Napoli have sold Romelu Lukaku to Fenerbahce now. They're now looking at Gabriel Jesus. Apparently, there's negotiation going off over the transfer fee and the wage. Doesn't make sense for him to be in the squad. He's injury prone. He's got a year left. You can't afford him to get injured today. Martinelli is interesting because he's rejected a move to Galatasaray. They're saying that he wants to play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. However, what Arsenal have probably done is told Martinelli, you're not in our plans for next season. Right, okay, you've turned down Galatasaray, but if you stay here next year, you're just going to be a squad player. So they're obviously forcing him out. You do have to do that sometimes when you want to bring players in. I can't lie, because these two are in a very comfortable situation. Martinelli's on 180 grand a week. Jesus on 240 grand a week. Their contracts are running down. They love it in London. They could easily sit there and go, you know what? If I wait a year, I walk out on a free next year and I get the massive signing on fee. So it looks like Arsenal are pushing Martinelli out of the door, which is something I never thought they would do, because I think he's a favourite of Arteta. Does he deserve to be pushed out? I mean, football is an emotional game. I like Martinelli, but he's not good enough. I have to be totally honest with you. He's got worse. People always talk about 22, 23. That is years ago. So all I'm saying is, if you get rid of Trossard, which you have, and you get rid of Martinelli, you've brought in Solis, which at the moment we're a bit on the fence, like, is this guy an upgrade or not? I'm not sure. The left winger who you bring in better be a serious baller. Like, we better not be in a situation at the end of the window where we're going, we got rid of Martinelli and Trossard and we brought in 2 wingers who don't even feel like they're better. Do you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, but Arsenal have to be ruthless. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I think we get too attached to players who haven't even done enough at the football club to warrant that attachment. Martinelli, listen, you've given everything for the club, but we've given you millions of pounds, an opportunity to play in the Prem. We've turned you into a Brazilian international. Unfortunately, he hasn't improved. There's an element of sadness with Martinelli, just from the sense that I thought he was going to be a real star at Arsenal. I honestly did. And for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out. But you can't be sentimental and go, oh, we won the league and he came here when he was young. That's not how this works. We got to move. You know, Pep was there crying his eyes out as he was getting rid of Sergio Aguero. So I think Martinelli, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, he's turned down Galatasaray thinking, oh, I don't want to play in that league. I want to go somewhere bigger. I'm not sure you'll get much bigger than that in terms of a move. I got to be honest, not with them wages, not with the fact Arsenal are probably going to ask for 50 million. I'm not sure too many big clubs in Europe will be rushing to pay that. You know, I was on Forever the other day with Robbie. Robbie was saying 80 million. I said, no one's going to pay 80 million for Martinelli. 50 million, I reckon, is the most you'll get for him with that wage. So he might have to turn back round to Galatasaray and say, you know, I will go there. But very interesting, man. Big up Lawrence, who says, happy everyone has clocked on to Berta now. Do you know what, Lawrence? I don't know why. I'm still not fully blaming him yet. I do think the spotlight is on him, and deservedly so. But I still think he's probably acting under instructions of the manager. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's gone out there and he's being told who to sign. You could say that he messed up on Morgan Rogers. They should have done the deal quicker. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. People saying Fab's just tweeted about Waneri. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. I can't see it. Oh, Ethan Waneri will leave before the end of the transfer window. Yeah, I mean, we could have tweeted that, mate. We probably knew that anyway. We probably knew that anyway. Yeah, I don't know. He's going to leave. It's just whether it's on loan or a permanent. Yeah, listen, I just think everybody blamed Edu. Now everyone's blaming Berta. But last year, Berta was classed as a genius. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't believe Arteta is being told who he's signing by Andrea Berta. Berta is taking instructions from the manager about who to sell and from the ownership about how much money to pay. If we look at the window at the moment, Morgan Rogers, the club didn't want to pay 117 million for Morgan Rogers. Most people agreed he wasn't worth that much money. He tried to get Vinny Jr., which was, I don't think any sporting director would have got Vinny Jr. to Arsenal. It's got Bruno Guimaraes, one of the best centre midfielders in the league, for 75 million. Mellier's a shocker, but there's no way, that's got to be the manager's say-so as a backup. And Solis is a gamble based on the numbers that he's done in the Belgium league. So I honestly don't know if... I don't think it's Berta's fault to a certain level. And we're blaming him that he can't sell garbage. Realistically, we're saying, we're struggling to sell it. It's like going in your cupboard and getting your worst clothes out that don't fit you, that are dusty, that smell a little bit because you haven't worn them for 4 years, and going, listen, mate, go and sell them for me. You're giving him Gabriel Jesus, who's smashed to bits. You're giving him Fabio Vieira. You're giving him Nelson and saying, go on, mate, go and sell them. He's going, bloody hell, mate. Nelson's on 100 grand a week. How am I supposed to sell him with a year left? I can't. Fabio Vieira, go and sell him. David Blaine wouldn't be able to sell him. You know what I mean? So I think it's a combination, man. I don't think it's just simply Berta. The manager is dumb. Keep Ethan and sell Noni. Exactly, bro. And who bought Noni? Who bought Noni and gave him 150 grand a week? Unfortunately, Arteta has put this club in a position that Ethan's going to have to go because Noni, he's not going to turn around after 1 year and go, I got it wrong. You don't mind doing it on Norgard because Norgard costs 10, 12 million. Get away with that. Not on a 52 million pound player from Chelsea. He's stubborn. Managers have got egos. Arteta wants to prove that Noni is a good player. And he's starting today. Noni, do you know what, people, right? I'm very harsh on Noni. I find him very frustrating to watch. He's actually got one part of his game really good. He can go past the fullback with ease. His end product, though, is dreadful. And you just think to yourself, is there any way Noni Madueke can actually improve? I don't understand how he can be a footballer at that level and you can't do what a player in your position has to do. A winger needs to cross the ball. He can't cross the ball. A winger needs to shoot. He can't shoot. Yeah, every now and then he scores one. Every now and then he puts a decent cross in. But how can you be a top-level winger and you can't cross a ball? I don't get it. Can he improve? I have seen players at that age improve, but I'm not sure, man. Joba said the difference between Noni and Ethan, no one wants Noni, so how can we sell him? Ethan is pure profit. Sad, but it's a business to these owners. Yeah, I said at the end of last season that I thought Ethan would get sold because I think Arsenal need to make a decent sale. And I think we can easily get 40 million and a lot of clubs want him. I thought Ben White might go, but it looks like he's going to stay. So it is sad. And as you said, this pure profit thing makes it worse, which is why youth team players are getting sold. Oh, can you imagine Ethan at like a Dortmund? They could turn him into like a 75 million pound player. They've done that before. I'm just looking at the bench today. I mean, yeah, it is a strong bench, I suppose. Saka, though, how long has he got in the tank? He hasn't played all pre-season. Richard said, surprised by the lineups of both teams. Clubs moan about the amount of games. Then have Saka, Rice, Gay on the bench and starting players who needed rest. Yeah, I mean, managers are under so much pressure. That's the problem. But I hear you. I hear you. Martinelli just got married. He's not going anywhere. I don't think the wedding means anything, mate, to be honest. All that takes is Arsenal to say you're a backup player and then force him out. He still doesn't have to go, but I think he would. Kadir, we should sell as a mystery box, 5 players in it. I'm telling you, bro. You just buy the mystery box, you open it, you're like, oh man, Fabio Vieira. Big up Kadir. Big up Minibot. Martinelli on the move, hopefully. With not even making the bench. Also, Ethan is better than Noni. What a shame, no end product. I'm telling you now, this guy Noni needs to improve this season. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. You're going to have a situation where he's on 150 grand and you can't get him out the door. And then you're stuck with him. So we need him to have a good season for more than one reason. Plus, Saka is injury prone. So we actually might need Noni in important games. Fitz, who said, and I know you've been having a bit of a go at Berta, he said, with Berta, I agree about selling, but his slug moves when buying players must be down to him. On that part, he's been awful, and it can't be ignored. Yeah, listen, to a certain extent, I agree with the buying. We heard publicly that Rodgers was available for less than 100 million in June. Arsenal dithered, Anderson went to City, and then the price went up, and we messed that deal up. So why did they not buy him the moment the window opened? They said Arteta had a face-to-face meeting with him before the window opened. Nobody mentions we lost our best attacker, Trossard. I mean, he's not the best attacker in my eyes. I think Trossard is a player that you have to put it into context with Trossard, right? He puts up very competitive numbers for a guy that doesn't play every week. And I have a lot of respect for what he did at Arsenal. I mean, even looking at last season when I didn't even think he was that good, he got 19 GA playing left winger. I mean, I got a lot of time for that. But we have to remember he was a very frustrating player. Like, I nicknames like Stella or Trossard, and he's playing like he's drunk and he was a fantastic squad player, Trossard. He's a brilliant squad player. He's the one that would probably get you the goal when it was crunch time. Somehow it would just fall to him. He had a knack of being a great finisher. If Trossard had pace, he would be a world-class left winger. If he was like rapid, he would be unbelievable. He'd be a £90 million winger. Because technically, in the way he twists and turns, right foot, left foot, first touch, he can pass. Trossard's a brilliant player, just not quick enough. But let's not pretend like, what was it, 25 games he went between Christmas and was it March without scoring? You know what I mean? They're the things you can't ignore. This whole attack at Arsenal at the moment, it's not good enough. Solis, there's a question mark. Martinelli has not been good enough the last couple of years. Was good in the Champions League, not in the league. 1 goal is shocking. Noni's not good enough. Saka's too injury prone. Obviously, Saka's our best attacking player when he's fit. Havertz isn't good enough for me. But again, he's got a clutch moment in him. Gyökeres is not consistent enough. Max Darman's only 16, a lot of talent. We need 2 attacking players now, I think, in this window. I think we need more than the 1 left winger. Richard said the whole amount of games argument, I don't agree with. 25-man squads, biggest academy clubs have ever had. The reason clubs can spend what they do is because the amount of games and competitions. Yeah, you're right. They moan constantly too much football, right? Then when they have opportunities to rest, they don't rest them. When they have games throughout the season, Carabao Cup games against League One opposition, and you go, Don't bring Rice anywhere near this game. Don't bring Saka anywhere near it. And you see them starting, you go, you're complaining about games, but you playing them all the time. So, and like you said, 25-man squads when it used to be 18. Now you can make 5 subs. It only used to be 3. I think the managers have to look in the mirror sometimes and go, it's down to you to rest these players, you know? I've seen people blaming the England manager. I'm like, you've had all season. Trossard was the pick of a bad bunch. Yeah, listen, I will take that Trossard last season was maybe our biggest attacking player. Clutch moments, very important, but still not consistent enough, you know? But you still have to acknowledge that Gyökeres was the top scorer. Trossard got 1 goal from January. Not good enough. Big up Goon for life, Wayne. Yeah. Was it 25 games? 1 goal? That's not good enough, man. Again, no disrespect. If we're being totally honest, Trossard has gone to Besiktas. You know, if these guys were that highly rated, he'd have nicked to move somewhere else. Gunnar Paul, Big C just tuned in. Can't be seeing Noni this season. 0 end product. Martinelli probably going to go. Who's this elusive left winger? We are going to miss Bossard. Yep. Definitely. I'm worried. I'm really surprised we're not in for Barcola. I honestly thought that's who we were going to go for, but it doesn't seem like we're interested in it. I think we're going to be underwhelmed by the left wing. I really do. If we even buy one, I think now maybe we'll go for a striker. But then if Martinelli's being left out, they must be going for a winger. Fitz said, say what you like about Gyökeres' touch. The numbers do not lie. He's our best attacker. For him to be on the bench for 29 is insulting. It's a strange one, isn't it? You've spent the best part of 2 years trying to replace Havertz. You replace him with a striker who, whatever people think of him, played a big part in us winning the title. You win the title, but still you've gone back to the guy that you wanted out for 2 years. It's crazy. It's absolutely mental. And I say this all the time. I don't mind anybody in the chat who thinks Gyökeres ain't the answer. I'm fine with that, right? He's not a great player to watch. He's a goal scorer, is what it is. But I just don't believe that Havertz is the answer. If Havertz is the answer, then what is the question? That's what I want to know. If Havertz is the answer, then what is the question? Realistically, you need to go and buy a new striker. Yeah? If you're turning to Havertz, you need to go and buy a new striker. This ain't going to work. We are not winning a title with Kai Havertz up front. I promise you. We are not winning a title if he is our main striker. We've seen that story before, and we know how it ends. It don't end with silverware. I would rather play Marino up front, to be honest. Saka don't get back to his best by January. New right winger 2027. I agree with that. I told you there's no sentiment at this club. I'm not saying you get rid of him, but I'm saying you put pressure on him. Like, bro, just because you're on 300 grand and Starboy, we ain't going to sit here for years while you go through the motions. You need to get your fitness back and hit form again. Problem is that, as we're seeing, the winger market is terrible at the moment. Why don't our players check each other on the pitch? Never see anyone telling another player they need to be better. I don't know, man. Football's like that nowadays, isn't it? They're very quiet on the pitch. You know what I mean, Cam? Fane said they're blaming the England manager. Did he not send Rice and Saka back because they were crocked by Arteta? What are we doing? I'm telling you, bro. He left Saka out of a World Cup semi-final. You know what I mean? He actually managed those two during the World Cup because he was concerned about them. Big up Fane. James said nobody getting that battle for fourth kind of feeling. I think we might not be in that situation because I don't think the Prem is that super strong this year. I think it'll be competitive, but I think you can win the league without having an unbelievable team this year. I haven't seen one team have a window that has put me on the back foot like, yo, this is gonna be a problem. Like, I don't think we're looking at crazy like opposition. But I tell you what, I honestly think this year Isak will be back. I'll be honest. I think Isak this season, under Ariola's football, with Ekatike out injured, I think he scores goals this year. City, by the way, I still think City are gonna be on smoke. You know what I mean? I know they've lost Pep, but I just think if you've got Haaland up front, Doku looks like he's getting better. Semenyo puts up numbers. Their midfield, if they lose Rodri, that's a massive difference. But I still think City will be very difficult. I think City will be the closest title challengers to us. I think Chelsea will be a lot better. Man United, I'm not sure. I think they need one or two more in the window. I still don't rate their defence. Tottenham ain't doing nothing. Not like in terms of top of the league. They'll be more difficult to play and they'll take points. I think Tottenham can get Europe, maybe Conference, Europa League, but they're not in any title challenge. I'm telling you, bro, Isak this season, he's scoring 20 league goals minimum. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. Isak's going to be back this year of Areola. The top you're wearing, the orange training kit, man. I like this one. I got two of them, actually. There's the one that the player's actually training, and this is like the pre-match one. Curtis, we wanted him out. Not Arteta, that's his boy. Do you know Arteta? He always has a player, don't he, that it's like he absolutely loves them. And he has to go through all sorts before he gets rid of them. It was Xhaka. And then Xhaka actually became good. And then we got rid of him. Then it was Eddie Nketiah. And everyone was like, what does he see in this guy, Eddie Nketiah? Then he gave him 14, Thierry's number. Then he gave him 100 grand. Then he kept playing him. Kept hyping him up every time he scored. You went, what does this guy see in Eddie Nketiah? Then he finally realised and binned him. And now Crystal Palace don't like him. But at the moment, it's Kai Havertz. He just can't get enough of that guy. Arteta brought solace because of set pieces, says Chris. He's very good at set pieces, isn't he? Big up Mike with the super sticker, much appreciated. Don Corleone said, I genuinely believe if Arsenal sign Osimhen, we won't sign a left winger. Or use Solis to be that assist merchant for him. Unfortunate reality. I think it could be one or the other, striker or winger. Dr. Seymour, realistically, we need a new manager. Sack Arteta. I mean, listen, I'm not the biggest Arteta fan, but he's just won a league, man. You've got to see what he can do on the back of winning that title. But I'm still like, I'm expecting a major trophy. Especially with City, Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, Liverpool all having new managers. Gunnar Paul said, tell me if I'm wrong here, but we are struggling with getting this front line sorted. Kai ain't the answer. Gyökeres, I'm not sold. Saka injuries. And Noni, no way. No. The problem we've got is he should have binned one or two of them to create space to bring new players in. You know, I would have sold Havertz. I would sell Martinelli. Do you know what I mean? I'd sell Noni Madueke. I'd have got 2 or 3 of this attack out the door this summer. Even if I'm taking cut price deals for them, I'm saying, yeah, get rid of him. Get some proper players in. But what are numbers? Big up legendary community. Listen, over 5,000 of this legendary community in the chat pre-game. Big up the Twitch gang. Incredible watch-along numbers as we head into a new season, people. As champions, don't forget. I know we're a little bit annoyed and frustrated at the moment. You're thinking, as champions, why are we turning up with an attack like this? It don't make sense. But you guys, champions community, C-Unit business, as always. We're going to get into a little bit of transfer talk. Kickoff's in 28 minutes, so we'll circle the block. In fact, just quickly, I haven't spoken about the Man City lineup. They've got Donnarumma in goal, who's obviously well rested, didn't go to the World Cup. Kusanov plays at right back. Nunez has only recently come back from the World Cup. O'Reilly starts, which is interesting. He came back late with England, but he starts. Vardiol and Diaz are the 2 centre-backs. The midfield, Kovacic and Anderson, double pivot, very interesting. Last year, that would have been Rodri and Bernardo Silva, which technically is way better. But what you could say with Kovacic and Anderson is a lot more mobility. Do you know what I mean? A lot more mobility. It'd be interesting to see how Anderson does. Get those likes up, people. 450 likes is an absolute disgrace, guy, as Drogba once said at the end of a Champions League game against Barcelona. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. But yeah, man, get those likes up. Foden plays in the 10. He's another one, by the way. I think Foden could have a big season. And then the front three is absolute full strength. Doku, Semenyo, Haaland. I'll be honest with you, right? I predicted 1-1 on AFTV. They asked me for my prediction. I said 1-1. Because that front line and our front line. Look, we're missing Saka. But apart from that, I think that's the front line that Arteta would pick if this was a cup final. I think he'd play Solis, Havertz and Saka. So we're missing one player. Look at their front line compared to ours. It's absolutely unbelievable. Like the difference in quality. Their second choice front three, they could probably go Marmoush up front, Cherky on the right, Grealish on the left. I mean, you could argue Marmoush, Havertz, not much difference. I don't know who you would pick. Solis, Grealish. Grealish, probably before the injuries, you would have said was definitely better. Cherky and Madueke, you'd take Cherky. They could genuinely put their second choice front three in an argument with our front three that started. I mean, that is crazy. Is Doku elite? I don't think he is, but his numbers aren't elite. But I reckon if you spoke to a right back, said who's the most difficult left winger in the league to play against, he would arguably be one of the most difficult. Do you know what I mean? I reckon Doku's an absolute menace to play against. Man, bro, how am I negative? Bro, look at our front three. We won the league. I want us to build on it. I don't want us to go backwards. You go backwards if you turn up with front threes like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fitz said it's a blessing Arteta has won the Prem, and it's a curse because he believes in players like Havertz, Odegaard, etc., who are literally made of dung. Do you agree now? I still don't agree. I get your point. Winning the league has made him emotional towards these players. Therefore, he's not harsh enough to get rid of them. I agree with that part. But we needed that league title by any means necessary, even if it meant Havertz, I had to watch him for another year. We had to win the league. But yeah, it's disappointing for me that we're still seeing players that for me should be nothing more than squad players, or they should be moved on. Black said, "See unit." It's the sound of the Solis. I mean, I'm definitely on the fence when it comes to that signing. Do you know what I mean? I need to be convinced. It's like Blu-ray DVDs, I was never convinced by them, so I need convincing. Latif, big up to you, bro. Yes, Curtis, big up yourself. Seen a video today. Remember when David James had to play up front? That's Gyökeres for us. That's so disrespectful, man. I remember that Man City, David James. I think was Stuart Pearce the manager. Nah, man, Gyökeres ain't that bad, people. Rob said, I heard from my source there is a big striker, 6'9", player from Jamaica named Ray and Nephew who scores for fun. Get him. I'll take it, man. I'd probably rather have Ray and Nephew up front than Havertz. Gunnar Paul, I don't want to see Arsenal lose, but surely if there's zero end product, it forces Arteta and Bert to go in seriously and sort the front line. We used to say this about Arsene Wenger. And we say it about Mikel Arteta. If we get battered today, we'll go, oh, the only positive is now, he'll realise that you can't stick with Havertz and Noni Madueke. I used to say that about Wenger. Oh, if we lose today in the Community Shield, we'll buy Higuain. And then we'll buy Lucas Perez. If we lose today, we'll get Benzema. Then we sign Danny Welbeck. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've been here before, man. If we lose 3-0 today, do you think Arteta's going to sell Havertz? No chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Ryan said, so bad he scored 21 goals. Exactly. Mental. But having said that, let's talk about a potential striker coming to the club. To the club. To the club. Victor Osimhen. Arsenal have been told they will need to offer over 60 million to stand a chance of signing Victor Osimhen from Galatasaray. The Gunners have inquired about his availability, with Galatasaray believed to be open to a deal at 60 million plus. Osimhen currently earns over 300,000 a week in Turkey. I've spoken about this story a couple times throughout the week. I read an article saying when he went to Galatasaray, there was a mutual understanding that if a big Premier League club came in for him, that he could leave. A lot of people felt, yo, why is he going from Napoli to Galatasaray? It's a worse league. But he went there on loan, had a good loan. The fans loved him. He's the face of that league. So they got him. Where I don't believe the story is, I don't believe the price. I don't understand how they would sell him for 60 million plus. He's their best player. He's the face of the league. He's the top goal scorer. They were extremely lucky to get him. How would they sell him for 60 million plus when they paid nearly 60 million for him? It's absolutely mental. It doesn't make any sense. Surely the one thing Galatasaray are going to do, they've said, look, we won't stand in your way, big Premier League club. Surely they'd go, yeah, but we need to make 30, 40 million out of this deal. We want 90 million. We want 100 million for it. Yeah, he scored yesterday. I saw his goal. Took it around the keeper. Now, I do think he will want to leave. So I can understand him wanting to leave. Now, maybe they're saying, look, if you do us a favour, we'll do you a favour. They might be turning around going, look, we really want Gabriel Martinelli. Apparently, they've pulled out of the deal to get Rafa Leão. So they might be saying, look, we really want Martinelli. They've made an offer for Martinelli. Martinelli said no to it. Maybe Arsenal have said, look, Gabby, to be honest, you're not really in our plans for next season. So maybe he's going to change his mind and go to Galatasaray. And then they might go, we'll do you a favour on Osimhen. I don't know. Another reason why this Victor Osimhen deal is very, very difficult to do. Very difficult and very expensive. As many of you may be wondering, a lot of big names this summer have gone to Turkey. And a lot of people are wondering why. Mo Salah, Vlahovic, Lukaku. And obviously, they're being linked with players now like Leão, Martinelli, whatever. Players that you wouldn't expect to usually go to the Turkish league. Why are they going to Turkey? Turkey, as a nation, have now passed a law where if you move there and you work in certain industries, you are tax-free for 20 years of your life over there. They've done it to boost the economy over there. The economy is struggling a little bit with tourism. They've seen what's happening in Dubai and Saudi, and they've said, look, come to Turkey, come and make money, entrepreneurs, footballers, movie stars, this, that, and the other, 20 years tax-free. So all of a sudden, Victor Osimhen's £300,000 a week wage that when you come to England, you will be taxed 40% on. You're going to take out about 170, 180 grand a week. If you're in England on 300 grand a week, you stay at Galatasaray, you're taking that 300 grand a week home. That's your take home. For him to get 300 grand a week take home in England, he's going to need to get around £500,000 a week to get the same wage at Arsenal. This is where this deal becomes so difficult. This is why Mo Salah, who we all thought might go to Saudi or might go to a big European club, these guys are in Turkey. Nice lifestyle, nice weather, tax-free. And this is why it's so difficult to get Osimhen out of there. Man said, convincing the missus tonight. Bodrum, here we come. Big up Laser Gaming, man. Bro, it's a thing, innit? Like, a lot of these entrepreneurs and footballers, and they're moving. You know, they're going to Monaco, they're going to Dubai, they're going to Saudi. 45% in the Super. There you go. So it's nearly half your wage. So I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's a difficult deal to get done. He would need to get massive signing on fee. And these guys, this is why they're all going to Turkey, people. Lukaku, they're all there. So very interesting. I think there's a long way to go, but I do think there is an interest in him. Obviously, Berta worked in Italy. He would have seen the damage that he did when he was at Napoli, him and Kvaratskhelia. So he'll know all about him and how good he can be. But is he the right striker for us? I think we've got to take a gamble. If there's any way you can get Osimhen at 60 million plus, when you've got Havertz and Gyökeres and that, I think you've got to roll the dice and get him. And if you can get him for that price, you would still think there'd be enough money to go and get a left winger as well. Would you trade Saka and Solis for Semenyo and Doku? I think right now, I wouldn't want to trade them because Saka is we need to get. I think informed Saka can be better than those two, but Saka unfortunately isn't in form and isn't fit. Solis, I don't even know how good he is, but right now, Saka and Solis is miles behind the current version of Semenyo and Doku. Not in terms of ability, but the fact Saka can't stay fit. Semenyo got like 20 goals last year between Man City and Bournemouth. And Doku is definitely getting better. You can see it. So, but I need Saka to get back to what he was, and hopefully Solis can surprise us. People, the game's on TNT Sports 1. A lot of people have been saying, what channel's the game on? People would speak on Solis as if he cost 70 million. Do you know what it is, though, James? I think we're just at a point now where it's like, if you cost 90 million or you cost 35 million, I kind of, sounds a bit crazy, but I still expect you to perform because I've seen Sadio Mane cost 35 million. I've seen Mo Salah cost 35 million. Two of the best wingers that we've seen in the Prem for the past 10, 15 years. Do you know what I mean? On the flip side, you've seen a Mudryk that cost 88 million that did nothing. You know what I mean? So I just think sometimes, like, even if you don't cost that much, you've still got to perform. You know, I get it. The expectation is not the same. 37 minutes ago, they're now saying Napoli want Gabriel Martinelli as well as Gabriel Jesus. That's interesting. Take them both, please. Buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. I'm telling you, you can have Jesus for free. Just give us 50 million for Martinelli. I actually think Martinelli would do well in Italy, you know. Slower league, his pace would be dangerous over there. They can have both, man. I'm telling you, package deal. How is Madueke in front of Waneri, waste of 50 mil? Manager's committed so much to him now that he hasn't really got a choice. You know what I mean? Mahrez, 500k. Genuinely think Mahrez is one of the most underrated Premier League players of all time. I think technical ability, he's one of the best wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League. In terms of the touch was like... Mahrez got one of them Bergkamp, Berbatov, Zidane. You know, there's certain players who... It's like their touch is even better than a good touch. It's just like it melts to their foot. Mahrez was just... I wanted Arsenal to get him so much. Big up Gunnar Paul, new member. Appreciate that, bro. Big up MC Gunnar. He said his baby boy was born today. Big up the C unit. Salute. More life, you know. Another Gunnar born into the community. Get that Arsenal baby grow. You know what I'm saying? Let them know from early. Big up to you, man. Hope everyone's well. Mother and baby are well. Jan said, is it me or I'm just not hyped about the season? Transfer window shambolic. Mikel doubling down on stinky football. Last season's title has drained me. Do you know what it is, Jan? And listen, you're spot on. And I get it. Some people go, oh, I can't believe you're still talking in a negative manner. Bro, when you win the league for the first time in 22 years, the one thing you expect to happen is that you're going to build on it and try and sustain it. You don't want to fall back into the trap of just not winning a title for years. Big up Annie Greaves, who said, listening from Ibiza. Jeez, man. What a trip that is, by the way. San Antonio, you know. Playa del Bossa. But this transfer window has been super underwhelming. Super underwhelming. I thought we'd be sitting here now with a left winger. And we've obviously then lost Saliba. Timber's still not back. Rice and Saka we've had concerns about. And obviously what happened, unfortunately, was the Vinicius Junior link. It put us on a level mentally we didn't expect to be on. Do you know what I mean? Even me, it put me in a zone where I thought, yo, I didn't expect Arsenal to do this. Even though every single bit of me said, don't get excited about the Vinny link, it's not going to happen. I allowed myself to start dreaming. I was there. What number's he going to get? I'm getting his name on my shirt. I'm going to more games next season. And then he's signing a new contract. And then at that point, whatever left winger we sign, it's going to be underwhelming. It's going to be underwhelming. And that, unfortunately, is the double-edged sword. You know, I like the fact that we went for Vinny, but not getting him and then not having a backup, that's what I don't like. It feels like we're scrambling a little bit. That's what I'm not happy with in the window. If they went for Vinny, didn't get Vinny, and within a few days they went, right, 100 million bid for Barcola, I'd go, right, at least there's a plan of action. They wanted Rodgers, the price got too high. They went for Vinny, couldn't get him, now they've gone. But it feels like we're sitting here going, so lads, what left winger should we go for? I don't know, maybe we get a striker instead. Now it's Osimhen for the next week. Oh, we're going to get Osimhen. If you want Osimhen, go and get Osimhen. I don't like the scrambling. Yeah, Vinny Joseph instead of Vinny Jr. Big up views, no plan. It doesn't feel like a plan. We've known since the World Cup semi-final that Saliba's out for months. We all saw it. We all saw him saying, my back's effed. He's done. He's out for months. We're sitting here on the 16th of August, 5 days away from the start of the season, going, should we sign Jarell Kwanzaa? What? What are we doing here? What are you doing to us? You've just won the league title. Kwanzaa or Konza? Which one do you want, bro? Oh, you can't get any of them. You won't pay the money for Konza. Kwanzaa, they don't want to sell him. I'm like, bro, we just won the league. Stop penny pinching. If you literally want Ezri Konza, he's an England international. He's just won the Europa League. He plays for Villa. He's got a couple of years left on his contract. And Emery is not going to do Arsenal any favours. If you want him, you're going to have to pay 60 million for him. You should have paid it a week ago. And he could have been involved today. And then you might have got him ready for next weekend against Coventry. But you're still going, Konza or Kwanzaa? Like, well, what are we doing? Come on. You won the league, lads. Act like it. Mental. Players are in the tunnel. Kick off in 8 minutes. Come on, Arsenal. It will lift spirits if we win today. Just quickly at the end of the transfer conversation, they're now saying the Alvarez situation has stalled, which I think we all knew that. Like somebody getting in the car for the first time trying to do a hill start. You're only going to stall, aren't you? It appears the move for Alvarez has stalled for the time being, basically because Alvarez wants Barcelona. Atletico don't want to sell him to Barcelona. Our only hope of getting him is if he decides he wants to leave, but can't go to Barca. So we're the backup plan. We're the side dish. We're the halloumi cheese on the side, people. Although halloumi cheese is actually very nice, so maybe worse. We're the tap water that they bring out when you've just sat down with the lime scale in it that you don't really want to be drinking. So if Osimhen wants Arsenal, go and buy Osimhen 60, 70 million. Go and buy a left winger. Get rid of a couple of that front line. Keep it moving. It's not. Do you know the frustrating thing? It's not difficult to fix this Arsenal team. Go and buy a defender, right back for me, or a centre back that can play right back. Go and get a striker. Go and get a left winger. Keep it moving. Then get rid of 4 or 5 of these players. Laura Wood's looking like she could drop at any minute. I'm telling you. She's working. She ain't going on maternity leave yet, man. She wants all the bag. That's all you got to do, bro. Go and get the versatile defender as cover. Go and buy Osimhen. Go and buy the left winger. Yep, looks like Martinelli could be going to Napoli. That'd be a great move for him, honestly. I think that'd be a fantastic move for him. We've seen a lot of players go there, revitalise their career, man. Look at McTominay and them. The players are in the tunnel, people. By the way, I just want to say, to me, this game has some importance on it. I know a lot of people will downplay this game. It's a glorified friendly, blah, blah, blah. I know that. It's not played on professional rules. I said it the other day on Forever that this competition needs to be revamped. This is the champions against the FA Cup winners. Why should this be a friendly? This should be an important game. In Spain, go and watch when Barcelona play Real Madrid in the Super Cup. They are 2-footing each other. This should be an important game. Arsenal shouldn't be rolling up to this going, well, if we lose, it's only a friendly. I guarantee if we win, Arsenal fans will be online going, big win. If we lose, the guy's only a friendly. Maresca's just gone to Man City. It's probably us and them, the 2 main title challengers. Maybe Liverpool if they get their act together. You want to show Maresca level straight away. Bang. Hold that. You've got work to do. Imagine he just rolls up and just slaps us around today. He'd be like, is this lot the champions, yeah? This game, this ain't going to be that difficult. You need to show these lot levels today. We need to get out of there with something. I predicted 1-1. Transitional year for all our rivals. You are advocating for blowing up our title-winning team. That title-winning team, Ed, I don't think can win the league next season. It's not about blowing. I don't want to blow up the team. Havertz wasn't in the team for the majority of last season. So Trossard and Martinelli, we all knew that they needed to be moved on. Jesus didn't play really. Norgard. These aren't the guys that were starting. I still want the same keeper. Still happy with the back 4. Got Bruno in the midfield. 1 or 2 of the attackers. I'm not blowing up that team. I just want to make those little tweaks. And Zami said, I listen to lots of Arsenal content creators. You've never been negative, Big C. Harsh maybe, but never negative. Sometimes it's just harsh reality, people. Do you know what I mean? Rather than negativity. I don't want Arsenal to win the league and then stand still. We've got an unbelievable opportunity to win back-to-back titles. And right now, my focus as a fan is just, how can this club win the Champions League? And you've got to go into the market. Look at what PSG are doing in the window. Signing Gertz, signing Ferran Torres. They're signing ballers, man. That Gertz could be a serious player. Can't wait for Rice, Bruno, Skelly trio at Anfield. I wouldn't mind that, actually, but because Odegaard gets yammed at Anfield, man, I'm telling you. Big season for Max. Big statement putting him on the bench. I think Max will get game time this season. He's a baller, man. Latif said, bring Osimhen to the carpet. Get rid of David James. Don't get me wrong. I like Gyökeres. He needs a more attacking system of play. Can a new player change our style? I mean, sometimes you have to adapt your style to the new player like Pep did with Haaland. You know what I mean? Oh, is that Paul Davis? OG Paul Davis, man. Bruno average according to Scholes after the transfer. Neil, Scholes, I mean, what a player, but some of his opinions are absolutely shocking. Honestly, man. I heard that on the podcast he does with Nicky, but man's downplaying Bruno. I think Tonali is better than him. He was going, on what basis, bro? On what basis? Oh, because he went to Arsenal, you don't rate him. Can you imagine if Bruno Guimaraes went to Man United? He'd be saying he's a world-class superstar, one of the best midfielders in the league. We've bought him out. I think Tonal is better than him. Oh, yeah, I bet you do. Also, if we get some scrub like Neto or Williams, I'm refusing to watch and support. There has to be a line, and I won't support Arteta. Jan he's borderline, man. He's ready to go. He's not happy. I'm with you, though, bro. You can't wait 22 years for a title, and then you've got to make... We need 2 or 3 significant signings. We've made one in Bruno. We need 2 more. You know what I mean? Losing Waneri will be Gnabry all over again, says Letty. If he ends up at Dortmund or someone like that, I think we're in trouble. They will develop him. Richard said it's crazy how that Leicester team had Mahrez, Kante and Vardy. Signed for less than 5 mil between them as well. What other players were in that team? Yeah, who did they have? Drinkwater, Wes Morgan, Kasper Schmeichel. But those 3, I mean, they got Vardy from League 2. Fleetwood, I played against that guy. He ends up being one of the best goal scorers in the Premier League. I think he broke the record for most consecutive goals. Was it 11 games in a row? Mahrez, as I said, technically one of the best wingers I've ever seen in the Prem. And N'Golo Kante, have you ever seen a midfielder that covers as much ground as him? It's unbelievable that we didn't get any of those 3 players off Leicester. Curtis Almunia, we are finished this season 3-1 City. I've predicted 1-1, but I'm scared about our front line today, and Semenyo against Calafiori and Doku against Ben White. That concerns me. But come on. Josh saying we want to build from here was PR only. I hope not. We'll find out in the next 2 weeks whether he was chatting rubbish, you know. But we need to win today. We need to win. Brian, big up Brooklyn in the building. Champions. Come on, we are the champions. Oh, let me just remind them. I know we're not happy right now, but let's not forget. This is ours for the next 12 months. No, 10 months now. Maresca and Arteta. I wonder if they was at City at the same time coaching. I would assume they was. Come on, Mikel. I actually want Arteta to become a superstar manager. Because if he becomes a superstar, then our football club... No, they're late kicking off. I'm telling you. I don't want to get moaned at ever again by the community. How can they kick off the game late? It's 1 minute past 3. They're still shaking hands. There's still things on the pitch. Big up Takesh, who said, birthday today, 37. Hope we win. I deserve it. I'm telling you, we all deserve it. Big up Brian, though. Brooklyn in the building. Richard, don't start gassing it up. Sound like Arteta. I know. Dan, I came to the conclusion this club is made out of hustlers. Every season we're slow in the market. Never pay the value of a player. Remember 40 million plus a pound? We could have won the league a long time ago. I always said that, by the way, Dan. If we'd have signed Luis Suarez that year, we'd have won the title. Big up Floridian Gunnar. See, Osimhen, Leao, Konza, would you be happy? Right now, I'll take that. Right now, I'll be honest with you. You offer me that now, I'm taking it. I'd see the positive in it. Osimhen, for me, is still one of the top strikers in Europe. Konza, okay, wouldn't have been my choice, but he's a solid Premier League centre-back. He'll do until Saliba's back. And Leao, at this stage, I'd probably take the gamble. Unless they're going to go big and say, yo, let's go and get Barcola for 120. I think that's unfortunately the sort of market you're going to have to look at. Kadir said, Gabby, stay calm, please. We will play City a lot this year. Gabby's got to stop trying to fight Haaland every time we play them. He's a very difficult striker to fight, and he's been bullied a couple times by him. I think Gabby gets too emotional with Haaland. He feels like he's got to prove a point. You don't have to prove a point, bro. We know your quality. We know he's quality. Fane said, I get it. Anyone compared to Scholes is, yeah. Maybe, like, Scholes was that good. Maybe you don't rate these ballers because he just thinks, I'm well better than him. But come on, man. Bruno was class. Guna LDS, left wing and right back. I trust Mosquito. Yo, he played like a mosquito, unfortunately, when he fouled Kvaratskhelia. Big up Guna LDS. A true gent, what the F is happening? We are selling with no buys. It's got to happen. SG said, big up Curly. Oh no, meant Curtis. SG just trolling. Big up SG, man. C-Law, oh guys, I feel the fire in my tummy. Maybe Arteta just needed toilet. Ion said, Rice and Saka on the bench. Where's their break? They ain't having no break, bro. And Richard said, I really like Cousinov, proper, rapid and strong. Cousinov has impressed me over the last 6 months or so, I'll be honest. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Season opener for me, this is. This is the starter in the restaurant. Yo, that stadium actually looks sick on the river. They're playing at the Principality in Wales, formerly named the Millennium Stadium, because The Weeknd is performing at Wembley. Blinded by the lights, people. How annoying is this shadow on the pitch, by the way? Half the pitch is covered up with a shadow. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get down to business. It's the champions of England against the FA Cup winners of England. Arsenal against Manchester City. We are underway, people. It feels like only yesterday that the season finished, but we are back. 10 months of pure stress and waffle setting press conferences. Here we go. Solis whips it in, back post. Noni Madueke knocks it down. Just have a shot. Get a shot off early. Oh, Skelly rolls it in. Should be. Yeah. Calafiori gives Arsenal the lead. We are back, baby. We are so back. What a ball by Lewis Skelly. Baby Edgar Davids. Calafiori. Like Pippo Inzaghi, people. What a goal. Oh, yes. Yo, what a ball from Miles Lewis Skelly. Baby Edgar Davids. Give me 10 months of stress, Arsenal. I'm ready for it. What is Calafiori doing making runs like that? Please tell me he's onside. Oh, that ball didn't even go to him. Is he onside? He's Miles on. Ah, he's off. No, he's on. He's on. Yeah, nah, Skelly. I swear down, Lewis Skelly. That ball is ridiculous. Oh, drops the shoulder. Oh, Lewis Skelly. You are generational. You are generational, my friend. Wow, Skelly, what a pass. Get in there. Oh, man, I'm hyped. People, I swear down. What a ball by Lewis Skelly. Calafiori's better than our strikers. We're so back. We are so back. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0. What did we score in less than a minute? Less than a minute, people. The champions. 24 seconds, you know. 24 seconds. Are you mad? Show this Maresca levels. You ain't Pep. Skelly. Wow. Skelly, Bruno, Rice. Play with no 10. Run it. Calafiori finishing like a striker. No Martinelli means we are selling him, says Gorav. Richard, performance over result is important. And a true gent, you're playing the big boys now. Let's show them levels, man. We're the champions. Skelly pass was crazy. The thing that makes it even crazier, he drops the shoulder on someone. Fastest goal in Community Shield history. Wow. Come on. Let's show these lot levels, man. Skelly's like, yo, don't forget about me, you know. City on the attack. Haaland rolls it into Foden. Elliot Anderson. That's a terrible cross. You know what? That goal reminded me of like Wenger Arsenal. You know, like Ozil playing a little ball around the corner. He drops the shoulder on the first guy. I don't know who it was. It might have been Kovacic. Oh, man, that was amazing. No one can tell me this is a friendly. Do you know, by the way, we took half of Manchester City's tickets. City sent half of their tickets back. So this is basically a home game. Enzo ain't Pep, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's show this guy levels from early. Calm now. Let's go another one, yeah? Let's get another one, man. I want to see... Come on, Nonny. Come on! Have a go at O'Reilly, man. Good play. Come on, we need Odegaard back as well this year. We know he's going to play. Tries to find Havertz, doesn't quite get there. We are so back. We are so back. 10 months of stress on the way. Man said Enzo Mascara. I like that one. I like that one. Let's show these 115 cheats levels, man. Airport Albert. He's back. I didn't even see him on the tour, you know. I don't even know if he was on the tour. I never saw him. Mika, that's so handsome. Timu Pep, yeah. Enzo Mascara, man. I like that one. Yo, done, lads. Come on, Odegaard. Move it. Calafiori driving forward. Rolls it out wide. Solis. Good ball in. Oh, straight at Donnarumma after a deflection. Unlucky. Come on, the Arsenal. Baby Davids, man. I'm telling you. Yo, the way he protects. He's all arms. He plays with the arms all the time. Oh, was Albert away, right? Yeah, because I never seen him on the tour. Haaland wins the header, finds Doku. Oh, done Ben White. Ball given away, O'Reilly. O'Reilly looks massive, man. How tall is O'Reilly? Doku. Throw into Man City. We do look sharp. We do. Come on, Arsenal. 115 FC getting battered. Exactly. Nah, a long way to go, man. The problem with Haaland and them is, you know, he only needs one chance, don't he? He'll have 5 touches in a half and score. Throw into City. Why is there like a row of empty seats at the front? I don't get that. The wild horse. The thing with Calafiori is probably better. Come on, we're on the break here, by the way. Give it to Nonny or shoot. Come on, Nonny, do something. Do something, please. No! Come on, Nonny! Too slow, man. City on the break with Foden. Doku out wide. That was a good chance as well, man. Doku up against Ben White. Drifts inside. Good defending. Bruno Guimaraes. Well done. Well done, Martin Odegaard, lad. Sure, he nutmegged Anderson there as well. Here's the wild horse. Red Rum's going crazy today. Solis, left-hand side. Come on, Solis. Solis. Oh, you got to do better than that, lad. All that sound of the Solis. We'll be ringing the police. Put him in handcuffs. Take him on. This is like a basketball game. City on the break now. Nonny and Solis. Bro. Front line, man. City on the ball. Woof. It's a good game. Calafiori, yeah. Tyson Fury settings. It was such a composed finish. Just opened up his body. He knows Donnarumma well, man. He probably knows. I felt like Donnarumma went on the floor very quickly. He just slotted it past him. We need Rashford. I don't know about need, but I'd take him. In that position where Solis got the ball, or obviously Nonny had it on the other side, I'd rather have Rashid, but I don't know, man. Top tier commentary. Hey, top tier community, 5.5K locked in. Get them likes up. Well done, Ben White. Hey, listen, man. End of the season, we were all saying bye to Ben White. It's over. We need him to get back to full fitness, man. Yeah, it's on TNT Sport. It's on TNT. Nonny runs it out for a throw-in. 8 minutes gone. The community is golden, man. 100 people. Let's get at least like 3,000 likes. That should be light work. Arsenal have scored the fastest ever goal in Community Shield history. 24 seconds. Calafiori put Arsenal ahead. Great ball by Lewis Skelly and composed finish. Semenyo up against Calafiori. Looked like he was going to get away there. He keeps up with him. Elliot Anderson clips it in, headed away by Bruno Guimaraes. City in possession. It'd be nice to see Dalman come on. Ball clipped in. Calafiori lets it run, goes out for a goal kick. We're back, people. We're back. New season settings. Here's the goal again. Is this the goal? Oh, no, this is the one before where it got blocked. Why are they showing that? I want to see the goal again. Goal kick to Arsenal. So good to have David Raya back in goal. I actually feel comfortable with our goalkeeper. Oh, the gold badge is just epic. If you get any kit this season, make sure you slap that gold badge on the sleeve, because you just don't know how long it's going to take to get it back. But I want to see back-to-back titles, people. We've never done it in the Premier League. Robert said, big up, C. My wife is a huge Liverpool fan. She admits your watch-alongs are the very best. No contest. She sounds like a smart woman. Best community, you know what I'm saying, Robert? And you're part of it. And your wife's part of it if she's tuned in. Why is the whole front row? Look at, there's like about 10 rows, maybe 8 rows at the front. Just all empty. What's the point in that? All around the stadium. Look, the whole front rows. Maybe they have to do it for security or something. Oh, yeah, they've got the gold badge on, bro. Every kit, every game this season. Gold badge settings, man. Was Rashford poor yesterday? I heard United got slapped. I didn't watch it. I saw some of the highlights, but I didn't watch the whole game. I don't think he wants to be there, to be honest. Bruno finds Odegaard. I said the other day, I've got a sneaky feeling Odegaard might have a good season this year. And listen, I've been really critical of him. But I think with Skelly and Bruno, you've got centre mids that can get the ball to him. So then he doesn't have to drop deep to get the ball as much as he used to. Gabriel and Mosquera need to build a partnership as well. Skelly finds Bruno. I still can't believe Bruno plays for us. Come on, Nani, cook him. 1v1 with O'Reilly. Gets the byline. Oh, he wins a corner. It's probably the best we can hope for. Come on, Nani, man, please. Give us a reason to believe. You're letting the short sag, the headbands on like Ronaldinho, but you're playing more like Ronald McDonald. Come on. You don't say, come on, Nani, man. We want you to do well. We want these guys to perform. Corner to Arsenal. Corner, 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 corner. Come on. Big Gabby. Knock this one in. End the game. Calafiori scored, man. Come on. Whip this in, Nani. Get past the first defender, please. It's not a bad ball. Oh, headed away. Odegaard. Lovely touch. Rolls it back out to Nani. Up against Elliot Anderson. Good ball into Ben White. Reload. I should have moved that quicker. Goes out for a throw-in. In fact, it's still in. Another corner to Arsenal. Come on. Let's get another goal. We started well. Started very well. It's amazing because I'm looking at this team thinking, yo, you get a striker and a left winger and you get Saka back. We can be unreal. But they've got to get them. Bruno and Deckers will be unreal as well, but we can't forget Skelly. Odegaard's taking this corner. Whips it in deep to the back post. There's an Arsenal player on the floor. They're appealing for a penalty. What's he given? Have they got VAR in this? I don't know if we've got VAR or not. They've given a goal kick. Gabriel on Cousinov. Nah, if anything, nah, no chance. No chance. That's a penalty. He's grabbing Cousinov round the neck. Guimaraes quality. Rice finally gets a worthy partner, says Michael. Yeah. Fane said that's the corporate seats. They're always empty. It looks like they have got VAR, I think, but there's no way that's a penalty. If anything, he fouled Cousin off. Chris said, big up K Unit. Oh, guys, put your jeans on. Get your Levi jeans, guys. Oh, guys. Guna Carlos, no one on this planet likes the Bruno G signing more than Deckers. No Leighton Orient, Luton Town Cup games for the main man anymore. He's, I often think when people are critical of a signing, it's because they know how good that signing is. I think people know the Bruno signing's top quality. So you'll see hate on it. I don't know why. I think I've always said with Arsenal, we're a very loud fan base. When we win, we let everyone know about it. So people don't like Arsenal. Over the years, I think Arsenal are up there as the most disliked football club and fan base by the ops. Do you know what I mean? Kevin Campbell used to say it, you know, we're not liked, but we don't need to be liked. George Graham used to say it, Kevin used to say. So I don't mind it. I don't need Paul Scholes to like the Bruno Guimaraes signing. I know that we love that signing. He's a top quality player. O'Reilly drifting into midfield for City. I wonder if they'll do a hydration break around the 25th minute. Maybe we really were holding back. It's interesting, isn't it? Because even the game midweek when we played Coma, I was sat there going, this doesn't even look like a game of football. This looks like a training session. It's like Arsenal players weren't even running. Nobody likes us. Yeah, exactly. We don't like them anyway. I don't like none of these teams. So I don't need them to like us. Bun the lot of them. Exactly. We're not like them. We're number one on the hate list and we love the hate. I said for a long time I want Arsenal to be hated. Because for 10 years we've been laughed at. Finishing 8th. Celebrating 4th. Losing cup finals. I'd much rather they hate us than laugh at us. Calafiori goes long. All the way through to Donnarumma. There were loads of tickets left for today's match. They put them out to Red members a while ago. City gave thousands back, also because they have about 56 fans worldwide. Strange, innit? I mean, listen, on one hand, I'll be honest, maybe City have won so much in the past 10 years that they don't even care about going to Community Shields. Obviously, the game's in Wales, which makes it even further away. However, you'll never see Arsenal sending half their tickets back to another club. You know, someone somewhere in the country or the world is going to go to this game as an Arsenal fan. Then looks like there's quite a few empty seats, but it is what it is. City, no Pep, no Rodri. Here's Elliot Anderson. Whips it in, looking for Haaland. Goes just over his head. That was a good ball. And Doku can't keep it in at the back post. Goes out. Haaland was in a lot of space there. Oh, yeah, maybe Manny ain't that far from Cardiff, actually. Maybe the London journey's further. Rants has an obsession. Yeah, he definitely hates Arsenal. But he don't hide it. But some of his opinions are crazy. But it's football, innit? And it's rivalry. Do we need him to like us? Do we need any opposition fan to like? Yeah, I'm sorry, and I don't want to get carried away because he's only doing little things. I love Bruno, and then he gives the ball away just as I'm bigging him up. I love the way he's taking the ball there on the half turn and just looking forward straight away. Just give us 2 attackers, please. Why no Ethan? We have 2 right wingers, Eze for left wing and Cam. Ethan's going, man. He's going. Just hope it's a loan, not a permanent. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I think Manchester might even be closer to Cardiff than London. Let's have a look. Manchester to Cardiff. Manchester to Cardiff, 3 hours and 35 minutes. No, I think it's further, you know. London to Cardiff, 2 hours 56, so it's about 34 minutes further. But maybe it's maybe by train you get there quicker. I don't know. But drive is a bit further. Oh, half a chance there. Ball given away. City in possession. Big C, with Martinelli not in the squad today, it seems he may be gone. What's your feeling? Maybe a surprise with Yildiz. I don't think we'll get Yildiz, to be honest, unless we go absolutely mad and offer crazy money. And I don't think he's worth crazy money. He's got a lot of potential, though. But yeah, they're now saying that he could be going to Napoli along with Jesus. So you just wonder, are they going to drop a curveball on Jesus? Sign Martinelli and not sign Jesus. So I'd be surprised if Napoli bought both of them with them wages. Foden, 30 yards out, shoots. Good save by David Raya. O'Reilly pushes Ben White off the ball. Haaland, he's given a free kick. Another good save by David Raya. Foden, edge of the box. Good save. Palms it out. Ben White. O'Reilly, yeah, he pushes him off the ball. Free kick to Arsenal. We just feel safe with David Raya in goal. You know what I mean? He makes things look reasonably comfortable. Having that pre-season with Meslier and Kepa in goal, you're just like, wow. This guy Raya needs to play every single league game this season. Oh, Kepa would probably go under his arm. Go posting in. How Raya wasn't Spain #1 is crazy. Do you know what? I'm not even that mad about that, because ultimately they've won the Euros and the World Cup with Simon in goal. So it's not like Raya could have done much more than what he's done. I think they conceded 1 goal in the whole tournament. So he's obviously a very good goalkeeper for them. Havertz wins a free kick. I think that might have been the first time he's touched the ball all half. Leao for 40 or 50 mil is totally worth the gamble. If he doesn't work out and flops, we buy another left winger next season. I would rather watch him than watch Martinelli. There's no excuse for Bert. And that's where I'm at with it, Sidoff. That's where I'm at with it. We're now getting to the stage where there's 2 weeks left. Let's say Yildiz ain't available. Let's say Barcola's already going to Liverpool. You're going to have to just roll the dice and go, I'd rather buy Leao for 40 odd million than buy Nico Williams for 70 odd million. Spain conceded 1 goal is just ridiculous, isn't it? Solis, little 1-2 with Calafiori. Good football. Bruno Guimaraes with the diag. Come on, Noni. You're 1v1 with O'Reilly here. Have a go at him. Cook him. Take him on. Where you going? No. He's falling over. He's still got the ball somehow. He's Joe. Lovely ball in. Bruno Guimaraes. Takes too long, Bruno. Why are you waiting? Why did he hesitate on the cross? Noni. Skelly. Baby Edgar Davids. Bruno Guimaraes. Whips it in. Donnarumma collects it. He actually did quite well in the end there, Noni. He ran into about 2 players. Then a nice little flick. Bruno hesitated. He actually shows good strength there, you know, on Doku. Lovely little flicking. Bang! Drill it now! Havertz at the back post. It's like he wanted to be too precise there, Bruno. He should have just whipped that across. Doku. Goal side of Ben White. This could be a problem. Skips him with ease. Great defending, Big Gabby. Ah! Veneers everywhere, people. What a tackle, Big Gabby. Ben White got dusted by Doku. Look at Gabby. Bop, bop. That's our centre-back. Big Gabby. What a challenge that is. Corner to City. Sorry, that one hyped me up, I can't lie. That's like a 25-yard rocket for a centre-back. Corner to City. Ball whipped into the back post. David Raya does well and collects it. Come on. Ref, that's a foul, man. Give him a booking. That has to be a yellow. Hold that, Chesney from Coronation Street. Yellow card for Foden. Grab Solis there. Look at the way Raya just comes and collects. Kepa was missing that in pre-season. Foden gets booked. AKA Arches from Corey. Let's get him sent off now. Veneer lines, I'm telling you, man. It's been a good game. 23 minutes gone. I bet the water break happens. I bet you. I bet they have a water break in a minute. Our attack still hasn't done enough for me. Solis been quiet. Havertz been quiet. Noni, one decent moment. Oh, Mosquera does well. Gets in front of Haaland. Goes back to Raya. Good defending. I always think when you're playing against Haaland, don't get too caught up in trying to have a fight with him. He's a bit of a wind-up merchant, Haaland. Just deal with him and keep it moving. I still can't believe Bruno Guimaraes plays for Arsenal. I've got to adapt to seeing him in a red kit. He's one of them players, Bruno, that I've always rated him, but I disliked him because he trolled us when he signed for Newcastle. And he just always kicked our players all over the place. But you just appreciate him so much when he's in your team. We should have bought him when he was at Lyon, to be honest. I don't know how we never got him. Apparently, Edu reckons that he had the deal ready and we didn't do it. He's just class. Said that with Declan. Yeah, he was another one. West Ham, he'd be punching his chest. You're like, yo, shut up. Then he signs for you, like, I love this guy. What a player. Him and Rice. Rice, and Skelly in midfield as a free. Obviously, they may not always play because he'll play with probably Odegaard or Eze in the 10. We're playing some nice football here, by the way. Ben White rolls it into Noni. Come on, Noni. Ah, you've overhit the pass, Ben. Throw into Arsenal. I like how we're playing, you know. Do you now view Raya at the level of the likes of Courtois? I think he's going into that bracket of world-class goalkeeper now. He's so safe on the ball. His shot stopping's excellent. His distribution's good. There we go. There's the famous Odegaard scoop. I swear in another life, Odegaard must be an ice cream man. He loves a scoop. Every game without fail, he will scoop that ball out for a throw-in. And I don't think it's ever worked. It's never worked. He scoops it over the defender's head and it bounces out for a goal kick. Here comes City. Doku drifts inside, tries to find Foden. Arsenal clear it. Havertz. This is where we desperately lack pace. Solis, Havertz there. We've got to play our way out. Give it him back. If we had a demon on that side, that's where the counter-attack. Come on, Noni. Have a go at O'Reilly, man. Take him on. He's done okay. He's done okay. Skelly. They know they can't give him space on the ball now. Noni's in a lot of space here. I like what we're doing, this little triangle on the right. Odegaard, that's not a bad ball. Solis, looking for Havertz. Yeah! Havertz, he's done it again. He always does it in the big games. Donnarumma. How has he not saved it? Arsenal lead 2-0. I've always rated that donkey. I've always rated him. Donnarumma nightmare. 2-0. Come on, Arsenal. Solis assist. Havertz with the goal. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. He's going nowhere. We ain't buying Osimhen. We're stuck. Was Solis onside? Odegaard, lovely run by Solis. Heads it across Havertz. How has Donnarumma not saved that? He's had a nightmare. It's hit him about 3 times. Look at Donnarumma. How do you not save that? It's gone under him. I think it hit him on the back of the head. Oh, we ain't buying no one, by the way. You know that, innit? You know we ain't buying no one. We're going to smash City. He's going to say, okay, we do not need to spend money, guys. We go again, guys. We'll buy a right back and a centre back. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Killer Kai Havertz. Solis assist. Odegaard with a cross. We're all over him. Yeah, the new contract's on the way, man. Donnarumma, howler. Wow, we are actually smashing them. They've had more possession than us. But look, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Enzo Mascara, we're calling him from now on, people. That hyped me up. Very good game, except our front line, said Mohammed. Well, clicked a little bit there. The true gent whole Prem licking their lips. City with no Rodri yet. They lack control. They're going to need to go into the market. I know they're trying to get Bawadi and stuff, but Mohammed said, we're stuck. No new striker. Havertz has scored. He'll probably get a new deal. A true gent. I will never hear any Solis hate. Man's a baller. Very good assist. Nice little cushion header. Oh, my days. Stinker, people, stinker. I've actually put a fan directly on the camera now, so hopefully it stops overheating. It's a nightmare. And the timer has gone mental, so that's going to be off till half time. Apologies, people, apologies. This room, I don't know what it is. The camera keeps overheating, so I've put a fan directly on it. I'll have to move it a bit at half time. I never used to do this. I only started doing it in the last few weeks. I might have to get a new camera. Put in some ice, I'm telling you, man. Corner to City. All I was saying there, please don't score while I'm off camera. Ball whipped in for City. It's up in the air, cleared away. Camera needs a hydration break. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what's going on. Foden whips it in. Did he touch that? Goal kick. Put it in the dishwasher. I might need to. Guna Carlos said, I have this feeling we are going to look up at the end of the season and see Solis 15 to 20 GA and all be confused. It could be one of them. I hope it is. I hope it is one of them. He just seems to score all the time. Most assists in Europe last season. He might have something for us, man. We have 3 great passes in midfield now, yeah. The snot medication seems to be working. I told you, he's solar panels, man. The sun's out. Odegaard plays well. Big up Dylan. Big up DM, who said big difference with ball players in the middle. Exactly. Look after the ball much better. They won't talk about Gabby pocketing Haaland, though, says Mo. Curtis gone to buy his Solis t-shirt, said a true gent. Iron said, sell the dishwasher and get a new camera. I know. And Bleck said, that was for you, yeah? Sound of the Solis. I might sing it eventually. We're not there yet. Let's give a free kick to City there. Who is this ref? Yeah, I have put it on it, but I need to, at half time, I'm going to adjust it. I need to put it on something higher so it's directly on it. You can get, can you get camera coolers? You know me, people. I'm on Hotmail. Let me go on Amazon. City on the break with Doku. Don't concede. Looking for Haaland. Haaland. Yes, Gabby. Just stay calm, bro. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Don't get too caught up in the fight. It's a great block. Doku is a problem there, you know, when he drives. It's a fantastic block again by Gabby. I don't think he was going to score anyway. Did he even block that? I don't think he even blocked it, did he? He's just gone out for a goal kick. Yeah, it's a terrible shot. I thought he got a block on it. Random said we desperately need a pacey left winger who can score. Look at Madrid and PSG. Pace is key. We struggled against PSG. Osimhen would be a dream. I would love the Osimhen signing. I just think he's a complete nuisance when he's up front. Timer will be back at half time, people. For the second half. We're playing well. We are playing well. We've got we've got 3 midfielders today, like you said, that are all very good on possession. He's Noni onside. Come on, Noni. Come on, Noni. Take him on. Come on, Noni. Rubbish. Come on. He's offside anyway. Calm down, Curtis. He's offside. But that sums him up. What a ball, Ben White. But there's no conviction in the way he shoots. A left footer there. That is a dream situation. Cuts inside well. Look at the poor quality of the shot. Yeah, you are looking up to the sky, Mikel. We can't believe it either. He's lucky he's offside. I'd be crashing out. Cuts inside Vardio. Just rolls it straight down the middle. Whip it in the far corner. He's lucky he's offside. Great ball by Ben White, by the way. Look at Bruno on the ball, man. Oh, it's beautiful. Havertz, be strong. Solis on the left. What you got, Solis? What you got, Solis? Oh, it's the right penalty ref. Oh, Calafiori booked for diving. Oh, Solis there. I'll be real, bro. I want you to be greedy there. I don't want you to pass that. Please tell me it's a penalty. Nah, that's a Tom Daly, man. That belongs in the Olympics. Calafiori. That's a mad one. For me there, Solis, bro. I don't want you to be Mr. Nice Guy there. You cut inside and whip that in the far corner. But it's good football. Guys, we've not even got Saka, Saliba or Rice. Or Timber, by the way. 4 of our starting 11. Big up a true gent. Big up S Runny with the super sticker. Much appreciated. Solis got to hit that one, bro. I ain't looking for a reverse pass there. If you look at a lot of his goals for Bruges, they're in that situation. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Whipping it in that far corner. Here's O'Reilly. I'd love us to absolutely smash these lot 3 or 4-0. Just to let them know. Solis, yeah, I want him to be greedy there. City in possessions. 7 minutes till half time. Very good half. Are we seeing a City team without Rodri? Although that's a hell of a ball by Anderson out to Doku. Rolls it across. Haaland! Great save! Great save by David Raya. That's the concern with Haaland. I'm surprised he hasn't scored that. Bruno slips on the ball. Semenyo gets to the byline. Here's a chance. Great block. Ben White with an unbelievable block. Wow, what a block. Doku should have scored. Bruno slips. Foden rolls it into Semenyo. Great ball in. Doku 7 yards out. What a block. This is a great game, by the way. I'm really surprised Haaland didn't score that. Don't concede before half time. Elliot Anderson corner in swinger. No, they didn't have the hydration break. Anderson whips it in. Great header away. Havertz gets distance on it. Listen, no one wanted Ben White gone because of his talent. It was his lack of fitness. Kovacic shot. Raya, comfortable save. Gyökeres probably should be sold for Barcola, says Cole. Maxwell said, yo, Curtis the dishwasher may turn out to be the signing of the season. And Ultimate Gunnar said, I think the headband suffocates Nonny's. It's too tight, you know what I mean? He don't know, he can't think. Imagine Leao on the left. He'd be a great option. Here's Raya in possession. Pings it out with his left foot. What a ball that is. Solis finds Odegaard. We're on the break here. Nonny, please. Come on, Nonny. Take on Vardio. Drifts inside. Nonny shoots straight at Donnarumma. Not terrible. Not great, but not as bad as sometimes it can be. We look like we've got a good counter-attack on us, but the end product. At least he hit the target. The standards aren't too high. Solis and Osimhen would cook. Solis looks like one of them wingers that will feed the striker. Do you know what I mean? He'll just give you the ball a lot. And Jack Grealish in the squad for City. I thought he was going. He's on nearly 300 grand a week. But probably that's why he is going to stay, because Everton, who had him on loan, probably can't afford the wage. Well done. I can't believe it. I've just seen Martin Odegaard press and win the ball back off Kovacic. I cannot believe it. Saka would whip that bottom corner. He loves that situation, don't he? Bruno Guimaraes. That's handball, ref, surely. Looking for Havertz. Nonny gets hold of it. Up against O'Reilly. Rolls it out wide to Ben White. Can he pick someone out? Corner of the area. Fiore should have scored. Well, should have at least hit the target. I tell you what, Ben White, you are back if you can stay fit. What a ball in that is. Nonny does well. Little reverse pass. Ben White, what a ball that is. Stands it up to the back post. Calafiore on the volley. Should hit the target there. I'll be honest. Should he score? I don't know. But should he hit the target? Definitely. Calafiore going forward is so good. It's the defensive side of it that worries me sometimes. But 6,000 of you in the chat. Big up everyone locked in. We're watching a very good game of football after the shambolic pre-season we've just had to watch. The whole midfield's playing well, bro. Honestly, Skelly, Bruno, Odegaard, all playing well. Solis had some good moments. Doku up against Mosquera. Don't dive in. Well done. That's it. Just don't tackle until the ball's there. Corner to Man City. The interesting thing here is how long can everybody play, in the sense that Bruno hasn't really had a full pre-season. Neither has Odegaard. Nonny has come back late because of England. As we get to like the 60th minute, you're probably going to have to take some of these players off. Bear in mind, we play on Friday. City play on think they might be. They'll obviously play Saturday or Sunday. Corner whipped in. It's high. Well done, David Raya. And a free kick's been given to Arsenal anyway. Who does City actually play? City got Bournemouth at home next Sunday. So they've got 7 days before their next game. We play in 5. So we're in the 44th minute, people. Apologies that the timer's off. Half time, I'm going to sort out that fan so that this camera doesn't overheat. Calla is more like a wing back. He is. He is. He moves like Grimaldo and them look like they do most of their work going forward. Bruno Guimaraes, who's had an impressive full debut. Solis has had some good moments, man. I think, like somebody said earlier, he's one of these players that might just end up with loads of numbers without necessarily wowing you with his play. But I think he's very... I love the way we're playing forward. We're splitting them. Unlucky Odegaard. I don't mind that. Look how simple but effective that is. Bruno, first thought, I want to play forward. Straight into Lewis Skelly. Skelly straight into Odegaard. Odegaard tries to play the through ball. Gets blocked. I don't even mind that ball getting blocked. I want to see Odegaard playing that pass. Havertz, 25 yards out. Finds Solis. 3 or 4 lined up. Havertz drills it across. Could be a chance for Odegaard. It's cleared off the line. Didn't quite get hold of it. Havertz. Can they rescue it? Bruno Guimaraes. Cross is blocked. Headed away. City are scrambling. Donnarumma's fuming. Come on. Let's get the 3rd goal. Finish this game off. Maresca looking more like Phil Mitchell right now, people. I love this midfield. I did then until Odegaard did that silly pass. Commentators curse, people. Commentators curse. But I like how we're playing. We've bopped them in midfield. Absolutely bopped them. City look way off it. Half time. Half time whistle goes. Odegaard shot. He didn't get full power on it. Pillow foot settings. Wow. Brilliant game. Great first half. There's the half-time tweet. He's getting sacked in the morning. Maresca today, people. No, in fact, I better not tweet anything about Maresca yet, actually. I start putting up, you know, Phil Mitchell pictures of Maresca. But if City score the next goal, it's game on. If it goes 3-0, I start trolling him. 2-0, you can't start doing things like that. That'd be... Them things come back to bite you. And I do think we'll have to make changes as well. There's no way these guys are going to play the whole game. With the lack of game time they've had. Stand up if you hate Tottenham. I mean, I can't ignore it, can I? If I see it, I have to acknowledge it. Dr. Seymour will be far too calm with Ethan being forced out. Buying Madwake for an astronomical price, then force out a youth product once compared to Lamine Yamal. I mean, listen, I like him. I wouldn't compare him to Lamine, but yeah, we're stuck with Noni. We got to just try and make it work. Whammer said, Whammer's a new member. Big up to Whammer. Madwake, he's had a weird half, right? He's had some good moments, but he's just so frustrating. Like the little flick into Ben White, he had a couple shots. He's actually put O'Reilly on the back foot. It's just the end product's got to be better, man. He's so... you know, like, for me, Noni plays more like you would expect Ethan to play. He plays like a 19-year-old that hasn't played that much first-team football, that clearly has got some pace and ability, but lacks the end product. But he's like 23 and he's played a lot of football, so you expect more from him. I think we all have to understand he ain't going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. So we actually got to hope that he improves in some sort of way. Do you know what I mean? I really, really like the midfield performance today. And do you know what? What I'm so happy about this midfield performance, it shows that we don't need to play Declan Rice every week. Because actually, and this ain't me putting anything against Declan Rice, he's one of my favourite Arsenal players. Maybe we play the ball forward a bit quicker when he's not in the team. And also, this should show Mikel Arteta, I don't need to play him every week. Like, for me, Bruno is just pure class. I just think he's class. Lewis Skelly, by the way, I said at the end of last season, Lewis Skelly's going to save this club 70 million plus in midfield. Lewis Skelly is genuinely, in midfield, in my opinion, he is going to be a 70 million plus midfielder. Without any shadow of a doubt. He's absolute class. We were genuinely looking like we were going to sell him last season. Like, I'm watching Elliot Anderson today. I'm going, all right, you're a good player, but Skelly, bro. This guy Skelly is going to be unbelievable if he continues to play. Our midfield squad depth this year is through the roof. It's through the roof, bro. Skelly is a joke. That pass that he played to Calafiori, he's so good. Probably 100 million. I'm probably doing him a disservice at saying 75 million. I call it the Bruno effect for the midfield, the one major piece we were missing. Bruno G is absolute class. Honestly, 75 million. That's what. Don't you think it's funny that that was the one that tipped Eddie Howe over the edge? The man lost Isak. Said, all right. He lost Tonali to Tottenham, you know. To Tottenham. You finished above Tottenham in the league and you lost one of your best players. Gordon to Barcelona, he went, yeah, not happy with that. Bruno, he said, that's enough. P45, I'm resigning. He knew. Game over. He would have stayed if Bruno stayed, probably. We've got so many options. Solis has that Norgard mature vibe. I know what you're saying. Not in terms of how he plays, just his personality seems very calm, very level-headed. Solis is yeah, I've got to give him more of a chance because I get this feeling that he's just going to keep scoring and getting assists. But I still want a striker, and I still want another. I still want another winger. Ola's having a go at me. You were negative. Listen. I stand by what I've said. By the way, Havertz has scored today. That doesn't mean I'm saying don't buy a striker. Solis has got an assist. That doesn't mean I'm saying don't buy a left winger. I still want those. I still want those signings to happen. I still want those signings to happen. I stand by it. Nonny's a fluke merchant, said Benjamin. George said loan out Madueke and keep Waneri. Neil said Miles Lewis Skelly, Calafiori and Solis have been great. Sidorf said, I can see why Solis got 51 GA last season. He gets a goal or assist almost every game. That's actually a good sign. Just add a different profile and we're good. Yeah? We need that 1v1 demon. And then he's the... Oh, my days. Was it... I think it was Foden who he dropped the shoulder on Skelly. Was it Foden? Foden. Get back in Coronation Street, lad. Look at the way he drops the shoulder on him. Goes to the ball. Let's... Calafiori finishing like prime Inzaghi. Oh, just an absolute... Miles Lewis Skelly, mate. Birdie said Solis is looking decent. He is. As soon as he came, midfield went up level, said a true gent. Yeah. Raya is one title away from Arsenal's all-time goalkeeper, said Lawrence. I was still at a point with David Raya where I was still sort of saying, you're not quite at the level of the Courtois and them guys. I think now he has to be. You know what I mean? I just think he has to be. Tuchel made a mistake not taking Skelly to the World Cup. Yeah, his loss is our game, bro. He's going to be fully fit, so I don't mind. Is Bruno unlocker 22-23 Odegaard? We need right back, not a centre back. Yeah, hopefully, bro, because we need somebody. Creative players need a player to get the ball to them. Young Mo said, this midfield got me feeling so safe. Feels like when I was 9 years in my grand's arms listening to bedtime stories. Only negative is Maduki. Maduki, you know. Bookie player, any, but I just hope he improves, man, please. John said, it's funny how we remembered how to play football or moving the ball quicker forward with minimum touches without that fridge Declan in midfield. Wow. Wow. C. Law said, I see that El Malia deal to Dortmund fell through. We should be all over that deal for the left winger. Plus Dortmund scouting is elite. People, I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm going to get this fan and put it on the camera so it doesn't overload. Give me one, literally 6. Right, we're back, people. We're back. Coming for everything this year. City don't look the same without Rodri, do they, man? They lack control. I think we've bopped them off the pitch, and this is what they used to do to us in that Carabao Cup final. The exciting thing is as well that you've still got Saliba, Timber, Rice, Saka to add to this team. Do you know what I mean? So we can actually go up another level. And then whatever business we do in the window. So I'll tell you one thing though. I think Jokeres is going to end up on the bench. I honestly do. Whether he goes with Havertz or whether he gets Osimhen, I think Jokeres is going to end up getting benched. Zubamendi and Eze as well. We forget about them. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Cliffo that Rice makes us worse. I would say he's not as progressive with his passing as Skelly and Bruno, but he's that guy that hunts the ball down very well and drives forward. We've got unbelievable midfield options. We've got the best midfield in the Prem by far. You've got Rice, who's probably the best box-to-box midfielder. You've got Bruno G, who is absolutely elite on the ball. You've got Skelly, who's absolutely top quality on the ball. Odegaard looks more like his old self. Hopefully he can take that into the season. Like you said, we're in a situation where 2 years ago, We had players like El Neni, Jorginho, who I rate Jorginho, but he was way past his best. We're now talking about Eze and Zubamendi as squad players. Do you know what I mean? That's the level we're at. We need that in attack. By the way, I'm not here for Declan Rice slander, bro. Declan Rice has been nothing short of immense for this club. Absolutely immense. He's one of the main reasons we've won the league. But it's great that we've got a way of playing where he maybe doesn't need to play every week, you know? So it's only a positive. Waiting to be real said, Solly seems like a player that lacks flair, but you can depend on him to make efficient and effective decisions. He doesn't slow play down, just goes, yeah. He looks like one of them wingers that coaches love, that fans don't necessarily get that excited about. We want the exciting winger with like loads of pace, loads of flair, step overs. But Solis is probably one of them wingers that coaches love. Hardly gives the ball away, works hard, makes good decisions, seems to always get an assist, get a goal. And the players will really appreciate him. Do you know what I mean? So he could end up being an absolute bargain at 35 million. Hopefully he is. Hopefully he is. He looks like he's just going to get numbers. But I think we need the other winger to be the total opposite profile, where it's like you are that one that can just rip a fullback to shreds, that's explosive. You know what I mean? It looks like Jack Grealish is coming on for Man City. I wonder if they're going to keep him. His wages are so high, they might just be better off keeping him and rotating him with Doku, but it looks like he's coming on. Rather get a left winger since I think Marino can play at 9, says Cole. Fair, I understand that. Giovanni, big bro. I agree with Jules Koundé move. Didn't get our top target up front. No problem. Jules is quality. Grab him out of the other options and defend the helm back to back. You've made money back now. Cop forward talents next. I think the Koundé situation is a little bit out of our hands. I think something needs to happen where Barcelona allow him to go. Then maybe we can go for him. Are they prepared to wait? Martino said, hey, Curtis, welcome to 10 months of stress. Love that. We are not talking about one of our star guys last year, Zubi. Yes, he got tired towards the end. I don't mind when a starting player ends up being a squad player. It means our team's got better. Declan Rice is on. Come on, Deckers, lad. I can't believe they were slandering him in the comments. Deckers is one of our main players. Jack Grealish on for City. Deckers. It's going to be Odegaard or Bruno because they came back late. Doku's off for Grealish. Who came off for Rice? They didn't even show you. It'll be Bruno or Odegaard, I would imagine. I would imagine Bruno has come off. Yeah, Odegaard's in. Rice on. Bruno, I think that was, right? I can't see him. Bruno's off. Quality first 45 minutes in an Arsenal shirt. Now you see, now Rice is actually under a bit of pressure, which is a good thing. Positive pressure. You're going to have to actually fight for your place in the team, where last year it felt like he was undroppable. 45 minutes. Let's get this Community Shield bagged. Grealish for Doku. Rice for Bruno. Obviously, a lot of these players came back late from the World Cup. And we play on Friday. Random Clip said, kind of lost my faith in Gyökeres, not going to lie. I've got a little bit of faith left, but it's definitely faltering a little bit. Solis very sharp. Sign Osimhen and Konza and we're finished, said Ockett. I still think we need a left winger, because who's the other left winger if we don't buy one? Are we running with Martinelli for another year? Ockett said, no real fan slanders Rice, absolute madness. And our Rice is pivotal, man. A true gent, anyone slandering Rice should be deported. Nah, Rice is important, man. Young Gunner, rather Osimhen than Alvarez. He's overrated. He's not like, I like Alvarez, but he gets put on a pedestal that I don't think he's done enough to earn. eight league goals. They want 150 million. Shane said, I don't think it was Declan slowing us down. We could be witnessing an Arteta mindset shift, hopefully. Hopefully. They took Doku off. Baldy lost the plot. Don't worry, I'm going to slander him at the end of the game if we win. Doku, obviously, I mean, Belgium didn't even get to the semi-final, so I'm not sure why he only needs 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, I've got the volume turned down. That ain't true, is it, Cello? Cello said Bruno G injury. They haven't just mentioned an injury there, have they, in the commentary? That's got to be just because he looks all right. He's walking out the tunnel. That's not an injury, no chance. That was his first game the other day. Oh, he's icing his quad, was he? I didn't even see that. Hopefully just a bit of fatigue, man. I don't think that's an injury. If that brother's come to Arsenal and got injured straight away, something's wrong. You seen the ice pack? Yeah, maybe just a little knock, little bruise or something. Hopefully, he looked all right walking out. Lewis Skelly finds Solis. Calafiore on the overlap. Solis rolls it in. Should be 3-0. Oh, my days. I am done. Martin Odegaard. Are you stupid? Just bring that title back. What a goal that is. Nah, we're the best team in England. Forget it. Odegaard. Yo, that reminded me of Mesut Ozil in the Champions League. He's just dropped Donnarumma to the floor. Solis assist. Oh, my days. Wow. That is a joke of a goal. Oh, my days. No, Martin Odegaard. We are cooking. Odegaard's back this season. I've said it for the last 2 weeks. That finish, I swear down. I need to check my insurance policy. If this laptop goes out the window. Odegaard sent Donnarumma for some Skittles, mate. 3-0. We are unreal. That composure from Martin Odegaard is absolutely incredible. He sat Donnarumma down and rolled it into an empty net. Fake shot, made him dive out the way. 3-0. Wow. This is crazy. We are absolutely cooking. Mohamed's done. He's gifted the 20 memberships. He knows it's over. Elliot Anderson. Hey! 117 million, lad. Look at Phil Mitchell. Look at Phil Mitchell. Enzo Mascara. Oh, my days. Enzo Maresca today. We can put the Phil Mitchell picture up now. $3-0, you know. I need 4. And then 5. They're making changes. Wow, we are cooking, but gotta do it in the Prem. We prayed for times like this, man. Solis, does he just get GA every single game? Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the F in Solis, bro. We got to make sure we do this in the league, though. But we're playing unbelievable. Big up Mohamed, who gifted the 20, man. 716 Guna. Odegaard told Big Don. That is ridiculous from Odegaard. Odegaard's back this season, man. Been saying it for weeks. That goal is special. Literally dropped him to the floor. Solis looking sneakily good. I'm telling you, he's a sniper. He just snipes people on COD. You know what I mean? Call of Duty. He's the one hiding on the roof. just taking people out. No one knows what happened. Jake said Solis to break the assist record. Imagine. Couple more signings, though. I'd still do it. You watch us not sign any attacking player. Well, that's the downside of it, innit? We probably won't sign anyone now. But hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. I want a clean sheet here. I don't even want City to score. Here's Semenyo. Good block. Comes to the back post. Odegaard gets hold of it. David Raya collects it. City in possession. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. I thought this was going to be a really tough game. We've smoked them. They better keep Rodri, man, at all costs. Midfield's getting bopped. There's Jack Grealish. City in possession. Good tackle. Come on, Arsenal. Let's break. Odegaard. Good ball into Havertz. We could be away. Oh, he wins a free kick. Nani was in all sorts of space then. That should be a yellow. Vardiol gets booked. I'm just looking for a Phil Mitchell picture to tweet. Should I do a drunk one? That'd be even better, wouldn't it? Drunk Phil Mitchell. Sorry, the trolling has to start now, I'm afraid. I'm at that point. Oh, it's not even... Is Haaland coming off? Haaland's off. They're done, mate. They've locked it off. Mamouche. Let's tweet that as well. Gabriel pocketed Haaland. Get that ponytail merchant off. Pep must be fuming. Pep's thinking, bro, you know how much time I took to build this? And you'll play. But you know what it is, people? I'll be honest with you. I've seen people win the Community Shield and then not. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to clean up, but hopefully it does mean we'll clean up. You know what I mean? I want a fourth goal. This will do so much good for our confidence. Oh, what's going on? How come I can't get a... I'm just looking for a drunk Phil Mitchell picture. City in possession. Sorry, people. I've gone a bit off topic here. Let me get back to commentary. Here's Semenyo up against Calafiori. Cuts in on his left. Rolls it in. Good turn by Grealish. Edge of the box. Good defending. Great defending. He's going nowhere. Love it. Martin Odegaard's winning tackles. Yo, Odegaard. Oh, Martin, I'm telling you. The snot's cleared. There's no more breastfeeding. The milk's dried up. He's back. Wee, Skelly, yo. If this was a Prem game, ooh, that could have been a red card. Hold that, Elliot Anderson. Studs all over his ankle. But the ref never seen it. Here comes City. Anderson. Oh, wow. Wow, that is dreadful. He ain't quite Rodri, is he? That's for sure. He's not quite Rodri. If I was them, they better keep Rodri at all costs. One more year. One more year. Odegaard's had a brilliant game. And Gabriel. In fact, I don't think any Arsenal player has had a bad game. They've all been quality. Look at Skelly. Look at the composure on the ball, man. It's just, this is actually a joy to watch. I've had a lot of games over the years with Arsenal where I can't stand watching it. But, yeah, maybe Noni. I mean, it's frustrating. Solarguard is back. Enzo Maresca. Yo, look at us. Look at the one-touch football. Havertz wins a free kick. No, dives. Calafiori is actually a lunatic, isn't he? Just run. He's basically a striker. Enzo Maresca today, people. Yeah, well, Eze surely will get a little 20, 30 minutes. Big up everyone locked in, man. Who's this guy? Rico Lewis. He's doing a Jesus, isn't he? If he dyes his hair yellow, blonde, he thinks he'll... Do you know what I want, people? I want Real Madrid in the Champions League. Hey! Who's that? Foden. Phil Foden, lads. Chesney from Coronation Street's at it again. That is terrible. Come on, we want a fourth. City in possession. They've made so many subs as well, haven't they, man? We got a chance to score again here. Let's get... Yeah, Eze and Max Dalman. Bring them two on. Who else? Who we got on the bench? Bring Gyökeres on as well, man. Give him a run out, man. Here's Semenyo. Yeah, I want Real Madrid, bro. Honestly. I want Real Madrid at the Emirates. And I want Vinny Jr. to just see us battering his team. City in possession. They actually don't look that good. I mean, look, you can't write a team off because of a Community Shield game. Grealish. Odegaard, yeah, he's been brilliant today. All crossed in. Is that a corner to City? No, he's given a goal kick. I say you're getting sacked in the morning. Let me get through some of these super chats. Left side scary, said Mohammed. Solis and Calo, been good. Solis and Saka feeding Osimhen. Oh, it would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Big up Ockett. Rico Lewis coming on. Top striker and a left winger, and the title is ours, says Bob. Enzo Mascara getting the Sephora experience. Cherky's coming on. Hey, Phil Foden, lad. Unlucky, lad. Unlucky. Oh, Elliot Anderson. This ain't Forest, bro. This ain't Forest. Cherky, I wonder if you're doing kick-ups. I ain't seen him since he was crying at Bournemouth. Well done, Calafiori. That wild horse went crazy, man. That wild horse. Incapia is on. Oh, Bukayo Saka running down the wing. Saka with Cane Rose, man. I'm telling you, one last chance. Come on. Surely the Cane Rose going to give you some strength, man. Rastaman thing. Saka is on. Noni is off. Look at Skelly. He's just such a baller, isn't he? Our team is actually sick. Saka is on, people. I'm telling you now, one of the Arsenal boys should do kick-ups. No, in fact, don't. It's Community Shield. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Do it in a league game. Maybe we should play our home games in Cardiff, says Carl. Maybe. Maybe. I want a fourth. City need a pep talk. Yeah. Pity they ain't got a pep to do it. Big up Michael. Will said, put Phil on the green screen behind you. Maybe we'll do it for tomorrow's show. Phil Mitchell. No, Turkey is a effing joke. Man's a baller. He is a baller, but we owe him. You know what I mean? He tried to scored, celebrated in front of our fans, doing kick-ups, all of that. Nah, man, bun him. He was nearly crying at Bournemouth when they lost the league. Haaland to the carpet if this don't work out. Oh, man, can you imagine if we ever got Haaland? Just proves there's no agenda. Credit where credit is due. With Odegaard, he looks good. Credit to Arteta as well. He knows where we need more. Bro, people say it to me. People say it to, I'm sure some of you guys. It's impossible for me to come on this channel and say something negative about a player when he's playing well. You just wouldn't watch the channel. It wouldn't even make sense. When we've been sitting here and criticizing players like Odegaard, it's not because we don't rate them. We're not happy with the level of performance over a long period of time as well. You're talking 18 months, 2 years. Odegaard had a very good World Cup. He's had a good pre-season, and he's been excellent today. And we all want to see it. And I'm a fan. Look at him. He's just dropped a shot. Look at him. He's absolutely balling out. He's balling out. Saka, give him some jollof strength, man. Sit him down, Bakayo. Go on. Ah! Hey, don't worry. Maybe the cane rows were too tight. It gets like that with the bumps. I love it, Saka. Come on. The jollof strength, man. Look at Odegaard. Yo, man made Rico Lewis look like Chris Brown. It's mental. Saka with that jollof strength. Bah, bah, bah. Shoulder barge, hold that. Sit down, little man. Yo, sit on the floor. The shot was terrible. I can't lie. I don't know what that shot is. But we'll let him off. Odegaard is running this game. Absolutely running it. It's a joy to watch, bro. I've said so many times on this channel, Odegaard's one of the coolest guys on tour. I don't even like criticizing him because of how cool he is. But I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. If he ain't playing well, I'm going to call it out. But he has been superb today. Havertz's going to bully him. He's bullied him. We're not buying no striker. Oh, and then he does his fall to the floor. Saka got to give up that number to Solis. Nah. Saka, man. We're going to get Saka back. I'm telling you. Saka's coming back this season, man. The cane rows. Not that the cane rows have any effect, but I just feel like it is going to have an effect. We see who Pep's apprentice was, not Benzo Maresca, yeah? Mikel. Grealish. F943. As much as I want that superstar left wing, I was always happy with Solis. If you got Tech and GA, you got to be a good player. City got no Pep in this step. I like that one. Here's Rico Lewis looking for Semenyo. Gabriel has been sensational in defence today. Honestly, he's been outstanding. But I don't know about that question, I know. Yo. But anyway, big up everyone locked in. Nearly 7,000 people. As our club are dumping all over City. It's interesting, isn't it? If Maresca actually has like a bad start, would they actually stick by him? We've never really seen this ownership have to deal with like a manager having a difficult spell. Pepper's hardly had a... Well, he has had a season or two where he hasn't won anything, but they've never like collapsed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking, brother. You know, man must think this is a different channel. Yo, Odegaard and David Ray are playing little 1-2s around the corner. Surely Gyökeres gets a little 15 minutes, man. At least none of his shots were on target. I mean, that's quite good for him, isn't it? Real Madrid apparently looking at Zubimendi and Chelsea. I can't see Real Madrid going for him. They got bare midfielders. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham. Maybe Chelsea. Alonso wanted him when he was at Madrid. Are we playing City or Coventry? Skelly, he's just clever. Knows how to win fouls. I saw a story that Turkey was, some of the French players were not happy with his attitude during the World Cup, saying that like he was angry with not playing. There was that one where I think Deschamps went to like put his arm around him, he shrugged him off him. I think did Deschamps, he lost one of his parents, didn't he, in the summer? And they were saying like it was insensitive of Turkey and stuff like that. Mosquera's been solid, bro. The whole back four and the goalkeeper. I actually think Odegaard's man of the match. That's one of the best goals I've ever seen him score. He's been absolute quality. Odegaard stopped the High School Musical. Maybe he's been watching American Gangster over the summer. Ball given away by Mosquera. I just said he's played well. Look at that interception by Declan Rice. That's what you can't underestimate the importance of that. Ball given away by Mosquera. City trying to play it forward. Deckers wins it back straight away. Saka wins a free kick. Those things go under the radar sometimes. Competition is important. Shout out Robbie. Arsenal are back. Arsenal are back. Just won the league. 116 charges for this performance. Bro, they have been... If Arsenal were 3-0 down and City were doing this to us, I'd be crashing out. I don't care if it's not classed as a major trophy. There's ways of losing. Like, they have been embarrassed. The quality of the goals is crazy as well. We scored some great goals. Odegaard gone 2 or 3 months. Yeah, I'm telling you, something's going on, but he's balling out today. Turkey was not good in the World Cup. He didn't play much though, did he? But Elise was in the 10. Dembele was on the right. Where did he expect to play? 22 minutes to go. It's been a really good game if you're an Arsenal fan. Skelly better than O'Reilly. I think O'Reilly is probably a better left back. Skelly's a better centre mid. Skelly, you can see that Skelly, the way he's playing in midfield, you can tell that he's been a midfielder his whole life. There was times at left back, he felt like a centre midfielder playing at left back. Don't get me wrong, he did well there at times. But in midfield, he's phenomenal. He's going to be absolute top quality. Solis on the counter. Semenyo's going to foul him. There it is. Them free kicks are so easy to win in the Premier League, aren't they? A little bit of contact, you just fall to the ground. Aussie Talk said, I just clocked that we have 2 wicked midfield combos. Bruno, Skelly and Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, Eze. Will you keep both or disrupt one and sell Zubi? I'd keep all of it. I'd keep the whole lot of it. Watched Arsenal for too many years with not enough quality midfield squad depth, bringing in, no disrespect, El Neni in midfield or an aging Jorginho. Keep all of that squad depth. Eze and Odegaard, you compete. Skelly and Bruno, Rice, Zubimendi, 2 players in each role. Even Marino can go in there. But Marino, for me, is better in the 10. Saka rolls it in. I don't think Marino's been great in the 8. I think he's better higher up the pitch. Odegaard, what a ball. Ben White should be. Oh, they got in each other's way. Solis and Skelly. Bad clearance. He's given offside. Odegaard's enjoying himself, man. Honestly. Odegaard is enjoying himself. Solis, please do some kick-ups. I actually think Arteta would be annoyed if one of our players did it. And I think we have to understand it's Community Shield as well. You know what I mean? Don't give them anything to motivate them. Do that towards the end of the season. Eze will be sold? Nah. Eze will get loads of football, man. All these players will get football. We're going to play over 60 games this season. They'll all get loads of football. What significant signings do we need? I honestly stick by what I said at the start. I'd still buy a right back because Timber's struggling. Can Ben White play 5, 10, 15 games in a row? Or maybe a centre back that can play right back. I'd still buy a striker and a winger if we've got the money. Because even if you're impressed with Solis, what happens if he gets injured? Like, are we going to keep Martinelli? It looks like Martinelli's being pushed out. So we have to have another option. So I'd still buy a left winger. And if we can get a striker, I think we have to get a winger. Oh, great flick by Havertz. Solis, we could be in. Oh, he's took too long. Saka, is he in? What's going on? He looked miles offside. Oh, man, we could have scored then. Solis had an extra touch. I thought Saka was offside. He actually had a great touch, but his second touch went too far ahead of him. Donnarumma got hold of it. Looked offside, but there was no flag. Let's get a fourth and embarrass these lot, man. The way we're playing out today is unbelievable. If we play like this in the Prem, teams will struggle to live with us. Because a lot of our problem is the style of football. That's been a lot of the problem. A lot of it has been we're too far back. We're not progressive enough with our passing. We're too slow in transition. Today, we've been progressive. We've been quick. We've been everything that you would want from an Arsenal attack. So maybe it's a style thing that's made us a lot better. Let's get a fourth. Let's see if Odegaard can maintain it over a consecutive amount of games. Good save by David Raya. Strong hands again. Ball comes back out to Semenyo. It sounds crazy because we're playing City, who are, you'd probably say, the best team in the Prem after Arsenal. Sometimes as a midfielder, the harder games can be just those kind of dirty games like Everton away in December when, you know, they're just physical and they're pressing you. And, you know, they're the games sometimes that can be harder in midfield. Zubamendi and Gyökeres coming on. I'm happy with that. I would have liked Eze to come on, but Odegaard's playing that well. He maybe doesn't want to take him off. That's going to be probably Lewis Skelly and Havertz to come off. I said Arteta hates Gyökeres. It's so obvious. I feel like with Arteta, it feels like he was convinced to buy Gyökeres. Like, I feel like he was just like, I want Sesko. Berta and them kind of convinced him, and he went, okay, I'll go with you on that. And he just, yeah. We need all our players to play well. Trust me, like, even players that maybe we don't rate, we've got to understand, like, we're not selling Gyökeres. We're not going to sell Madueke. These guys need to play well. So we need everybody playing. Skelly's down on the floor. I think he's coming off anyway. Zubamendi on. Kai Havertz coming off for Gyökeres. Got his goal. Odegaard's cross. Solis with the header. Still don't know what Donnarumma was doing there. Ball kind of goes under him. Hits his shoulder, then hits him on the head and goes in. He basically heads the ball in. Offer Nelly Waneri and Jesus to Saudi for 300 million. Bro, we still haven't sold a player to Saudi, Carl. I don't know how. Skelly off for Zubamendi. No set piece FC, said Hatim. I love to see it, man. We need to find different ways of scoring. I want Gyökeres to score now, man, please. A true gent. I've heard Bournemouth in May is a hard one. Well, yeah, for City, mate. You know what I mean? Big up a true gent. 716 Schooner, the strength of our bench is ridiculous. Remember that dirty park bench we used to talk about? That the homeless guy is sleeping on? We ain't got that bench anymore. But it's about time. That's what a billion's meant to get you. A really good team and a really good bench. City have been dreadful. You love to see it. 30-second rundown, Gunnar Paul. We've been excellent. Odegaard's probably been the best player on the pitch. Odegaard, Skelly, and Bruno absolutely bopped them off the pitch in that first half. Solis just missed her assist. Look at us. Look at the way we're playing. Oh, get your body in. No, we've been superb. Defensively, Gabriel pocketed Haaland as well. We want 4. We do. We want the 4th, man. But you've done wonders for me. Well, this is the thing. If we can be critical of him, people are criticising him, saying the window, and I get that, and I'm frustrated as well, then you've got to praise him for the signings. Solis might be an absolute gem. Even I wasn't convinced by him, but you want Chinny and us in the Champions League revenge time. When we do the Champions League draw, I will do a watch-along. I want Real Madrid at the Emirates more than any other club in Europe, even though it's a dangerous game because Madrid, I think, this year will be better than last year with Mourinho and defenders like Dumfries and Konate. So I do think it will be a more difficult game. But I just want Real Madrid at the Emirates. I want Vinny. I want to see the whole thing around it. What a challenge by Gabby. Gabby's been outstanding. What I've liked so much about this Gabriel performance is the leadership. He stayed calm today. He gets too hyped up when he plays against Haaland, like he wants to fight him all the time. What's going on at the back post there? Is a City player appealing for a penalty. I think it's Vardy. Or did Ben White clatter him? Gives him a little shoulder barge, man. You can't give a penalty for that. Get on with it. Ain't no penalty, man. Arsenal fans enjoying themselves in Cardiff. Ben White, Ishausery is back. We love to see it, especially if he gets away with it. Osimhen, a left winger, right back, centre back. We're dog walking everyone. Said oi oi. Yeah? If we get the right players. Let's have a look. When's the Champions League draw? I think they're still playing qualifiers, so it's not for a while. Champions League draw is on the 27th of August, which is a week this Thursday. So we'll be doing that. That's a massive, that's an important one. 12 p.m. Yeah, we'll be doing that 100%. But I thought that was Bernardo Silva. Who's that? Oh, Nico Gonzalez. City's midfield, man. Without Rodri and Bernardo Silva looks, boy, they need to spend a lot of money on midfielders, man. That's why I'm so glad. You look at us right now, people. We've got Declan Rice, mid-20s, the ultimate midfield engine. We've got Skelly, 19 years of age, who looks like he can become incredible, left-footed, quality on the ball. You've got Odegaard looking like, you know, hopefully we can get him back to where he needs to be. Add on top of that, you got Zubimendi, you got Eze. Look how hard it is to replace midfielders. Like, City have lost Bernardo, about to lose Rodri. Here's a chance, Saka, oh, over the bar. Whipped in by Nkapie. Saka, first time, about 12 yards out, puts it over. He'll be disappointed not to hit the target. Lovely ball, Nkapie. Yeah, target's got to be hit there. And Bruno, I didn't even mention. Who's, you know, so I'm really, really surprised City didn't go for Bruno at 75 million. I'm shocked they didn't look at him. I think they're going for slightly younger players. Rico Lewis, terrible pass. The blonde hair ain't going to cover that. Random said, I think City's era is at its end. Maybe, who knows? It's hard to judge them off a charity or community shield, but maybe Liverpool. I've got a feeling Liverpool are going to be back in the mix. I've just got a feeling Areola's style of football, I think Isak's going to bang goals this season. If they get Barcola. There's Cherky. Don't let that little rat score. Good defending. Oh, he's played a great ball. Semenyo, great save. David Ryle, what a save. What a goalkeeper, man. Makes it look easy. He's so good. That's a hell of a strike. Look how strong his hand is there, man. Raya is that good when he makes a save like that. I don't even get that excited because I just expect it. That's how good he is. It's crazy because I'll be totally honest with you, right? When we signed Raya, I wasn't even that sure he was much of an upgrade on Aaron Ramsdale. I'll be totally honest. I thought 6 foot, man, he's not even that big for a goalkeeper. Most of the best goalkeepers are like 6'3", 6'4". He's a joke. He collects crosses. He's like a cat when it comes to instincts. He's good on the ball. Solis 90 minutes, Odegaard 90 minutes. There's a no runner. I'm sorry for the earlier super chat. Was that the mad one? Can we talk about Saka, end product, Big C, just Nani? Yeah, listen, he should have done better. For a player of his level, minimum target, possibly should have scored. We have to hold everyone to account, to be fair. If Nani put that over, we'd probably be going mental. Red said, we don't need a left winger. Solis can provide. Add Alvarez or Osimhen up top. Suddenly 20 assists for our wingers. 30 goals feels possible. I suppose the problem is, though, you can't expect Solis to play every week. Who would be your rotation on the left? And he's a very... Stylistically, he's closer to Trossard. There's certain games where you need that blistering pace, where Martinelli is actually quite quick. So certain games where Trossard started and then you've brought Martinelli on against tired legs and he's got, you know, his pace has caused them problems. So I still think we need another left winger. But they could keep Martinelli and decide not to sell him. But the fact he's been left out today makes me think they're moving him on. Odegaard, probably his first mistake of the game. Ball goes under his foot. He fouls Jack Grealish and he gets a yellow. Martin laid Donnarumma down. Babe Station set it. Yo. I can't believe Odegaard's putting like dirty challenges in like that. And he's coming off. Saka gets the arm back. Martin, I'm telling you, lad. Superb performance. That is like, that was a masterclass. That goal. Oh. I can watch that 50 times the way Donnarumma's just laying on the floor watching him score. What a performance. Eze is on, people. Eze is on. That was a captain's performance, man. He led by example. 8 minutes. Yeah, but you know what it is? Eze got 30, 40 minutes in the week against Como. And let's be real. Eze is going to be on the bench for the time being. You know, unless he can find a way of... Or Odegaard drops out of form. That Coventry game, Eze is going to be on the bench. How good is it that we've got a player of Eze's level who might end up being a squad player? Don't view that as a negative. That's a positive thing. And like you said, yeah, he could play off the left. Although I don't think he's great there, but possibly. Gabriel's been immense. Won every header. Honestly, people, we've had, even in a title-winning season, I think we had 63 games last year for Arsenal. Some of them were diabolical. Like, your eyes are in pain watching them. Oh, look at that touch from Semenyo. That's the one thing I've always felt with Semenyo at times. Technically. See Richard Wright in the background, former Arsenal keeper. We've watched some dreadful games of football. So when we play like this, we have to enjoy it. Even if it isn't a league game and it's Community Shield. Yo, Nkapie, man, sort that touch out. But trust me, some of them games this season, our eyes have been in agony. You know what I mean? We'd rather watch paint dry. So hopefully enjoyable football. Nelly plus cash for Yildiz. Juve would probably take that. Would they? I don't know. Napoli, I ain't even got no one left that we could take off them. Shame Kvara's not still there, but I think you just... Yeah, I didn't even mention biscuits today, which shows how good the game's been. I think get as much... Yay! The City fans are leaving. All 3.5 of them, people. Look at these man. Look, how these men are folding up their flags, bro. Fold that flag up, bro. You got a long drive back home. City. City. Man City. They're all going home. They're folding up their flags, guys. They've seen enough. Is there a fire drill? City. I'm telling you now, people. Domination time. We need to dominate this league. I'm not here for no one title and then we don't see nothing for years. I want trophies. Carrick, Maresca, Areola, Alonso, new teams, new managers. We've got the stability. Yeah, we should be doing the Poznan, I'm telling you. Our fans should be Poznan in the place. Ben White, excellent today. He looks quite sharp as well. And the fact he's going to play the whole night, he shows his fitness must be improving. What a brilliant game of football. Yeah, where's the guy with the water bottle? I ain't seen him since we won the league. Competition brings the best out of players. Say it louder. Say it louder, bro. You can't let players feel comfortable. Even top players have to feel like their position is up for grabs. Drives the levels up. Big up Michael Gunner who's shouting out a channel there. Big up to you and the channel. Semenyo caught on the ball by Solis. Rice, oh, he gets caught. He thought it was a foul. Come on, don't concede. We want a clean sheet. City on the break. Grealish up against Ben White. Rolls it in. Heavy touch by Grealish. Goes out for a goal kick. Be interesting if he's at City next year. Gunnar Paul said, Big C, my mate's in Cardiff. Him and his 6 mates got tickets for the City end. He's a Cardiff fan. And a good few tickets went to Cardiff fans, etc. That's why he got 7 of them. All tickets in the City end. Odegaard, man of the match. No doubt about it. Outstanding. I didn't realise that there was tickets available. I thought that was sold out weeks ago. Yoker has hardly touched the ball. Areola. Have I been calling him Areola? We'll get there in the... You know what I meant. Cardiff fans are leaving. Even they've seen enough. Gabby today, man. Superb. Proper leadership. Throw in City. Minute to go. Fire drill settings. Our ticket sold out weeks ago. Yeah, I think we got like another 6,000. They handed tickets back, Man City. Is this a sneak peek into how City look this season? With no Bernardo, no Rodri, no Pep? Or is it too early and they just need to adapt? I don't know. Be interesting. They look a little bit flat. They look a little bit flat. Gabby's been quality today. Listen, I said that Gabby might struggle a bit without Saliba's calm head. Look at that challenge there from Nkapé. Come on, Gyökeres. Please don't give the ball away. He gives the ball away. That's why he won't play a lot from the start. That's a good break on there. Arteta will be losing his head. Mamouche out to Semenyo. Trying to get the shot off. Don't let him shoot. Runs all the way across the box. Eze. It's blocked. Mamouche. Cherky, corner of the box. Rolls it across. And Arsenal managed to clear it very calmly. We're in the 90th minute. I don't know how long will be added on. I reckon a couple minutes. 3-0, you know. I predicted 1-1. Even the City bench is starting to go. Gabby has gone up a level. Listen, Gabby went through a lot of pain, man. He missed that final in the champs. Them things there make you have to grow up, and you know what I mean? 3 minutes added on, people. Brilliant game. Starting lineup against Coventry. I'd play this team. I'd get Saka in for Noni. I'd leave the rest the same. I wouldn't even rush Declan Rice in, you know. You might not even need to rush Saka back, to be honest. I mean, I would in terms of ability, but do you just... I'm thinking, right, we play on Friday. We then don't play until a week on Monday, so we've got, like, what, 10 days between Coventry and the Aston Villa game. So it might be better to just ease Rice and Saka back into the team. So they played a lot of football. Maybe I'd play the same team, to be honest. I know Noni's frustrating, but we've still got to be careful with how we manage Saka. I don't want to just throw him back in too quick. Maybe he could play Dalman, but do you know what? We need something from Noni. I'd love Arsenal to go and sign somebody this week. Mamouche acting like he got shot. Bro, he got bullied there by Mosquera. Looked like he jarred his hip a little bit. Imagine Arsenal signed Osimhen this week. Gyökeres body language says he's done. Bro, you got to think here. Gerd Muller winner. One of the most informed strikers in world football. Comes to Arsenal, wins the league. Probably thinks he's seen off Havertz. Champions League final is on the bench. Man City away. Biggest league game of the season, he's on the bench. Carabao Cup final, he's on the bench. He's thinking, okay, maybe I can see off Havertz. That's hard. Now you're hearing Osimhen. He's probably thinking, I'm done. I could be done here. I could just be a bench player. So his body language is probably bad, but he's got to actually fight a little bit and improve. Doesn't matter how old you are. Great defending in cap here. Doesn't matter how old you are, you've got to improve as a player. Even if you're 28 years of age. There we go, people. The full-time whistle goes. The champions of England. They win again. Community Shield. Have I ever said, by the way, that the Community Shield is like a major trophy? All right, I'm joking. But we won it, so it means something to me. Get that shiny dinner plate to the Emirates, people. Get that shiny dinner plate to the Emirates. We want silverware everywhere. Martin Odegaard won man of the match. I will give him man of the match. Can we count that as a double or? I don't know. We'll leave it. I'm joking. I'm joking. Listen, winning is a habit. It's a good habit. It doesn't matter what competition it is. You win it. You play in it. You win it. Arsenal, the Community Shield winners. Get that in the team photo. Best looking plate ever. We'll take it. Double, yeah, all right, cool, double then. Big plate for a Sunday dinner. The Community Shield winners 2026. The Arsenal people. The team photo, one Premier League trophy, one Community Shield trophy. And probably Win the Dog will be there somewhere as well. It's crazy, isn't it, what intensity does. Every pre-season game has looked absolutely shambolic. We've gone into today's game, played with intensity and looked absolutely brilliant. We were superb today. Did Eze touch the ball and Gyökeres gets criticism, says Fitz? I don't think he did. To be fair, he only came on for 9 minutes. But you know what? What a performance. Very proud of that performance. 3-0. We smashed them. Absolutely smashed them. With an attack that we were worried about at the start of the game. With a City attack that we thought was going to cause us problems. We absolutely bopped them off the pitch. Our midfield could be the key. I remember going into watch-alongs saying we've got the Chuckle brothers in midfield. We're like a ring donut. No one there. Look at our quality midfield. We literally today had Bruno, Skelly, and Odegaard with Zubamendi, Eze, and Declan Rice on the bench. You could play either one of those midfields, and it's absolute top quality. Mosquera and Gabby were good today. Everyone played well. Noni was frustrating. End product wasn't consistent enough, but we know, unfortunately, that Noni is a work in progress. Bruno Guimaraes, quality, pure class. Yeah, Marino didn't even come on either. Martin Odegaard looked back to his best today. What I will say, Kill has a keep wins. Do you know what? Actually, I need to actually be respectful to Win now because we actually won. I've been like dissing Win the dog for the last 2 years, but we actually did win. So Win is entitled to keep the name. We did win eventually. Martin Odegaard interview. Let's see how many times he touches his nose. It might be a nervous thing. Let's see if he touches his nose. Maybe he's cleared his sinuses, you know. Maybe it's a new Martin. No snot, no milk, no lactating. He hasn't even touched his nose. He's 20 seconds in. It's absolutely flying here. Maybe he had the flu jab. Oh, what a goal. Odegaard, mate. You carry on playing like that. Solis looking the real deal. Great business. Yeah. Man said he got the I'm telling you, the sinuses got cleared, man. No snot left. No. Rather see Dalman more than Eze after that Champions League penalty. A lot of the community can't forgive him for that, but we have to, man. Will Arsenal ever play in the Club World Cup? I hope so. Remember, you don't have to win the Champions League to play in the Club World Cup, though. It goes on like the points that you get. And, you know, we've made the final, the semi-final the last 2 years. So maybe we will make the next Club World Cup. He still hasn't touched his nose. We're a minute in. Oh, he always said, Teta clock that Donnarumma always dives to his left. Maybe, because both Calafiori rolled it that side and Odegaard put it that side. Bruno G, first trophy with us. Let's get the tweet out. Still hasn't touched his nose, by the way. All right, there's the tweet. That was a nice test. Was that Man City or Coventry? I couldn't tell in the light blue. Never seen a keeper with the reflect of Raya. Raya's a cat, bro. Genuinely. I'm glad to see Odegaard playing well, man. Come on. A Singh said, I'll be sad if Gyökeres is sold before Kai. If we buy Osimhen, I think we're going to get rid of 2 strikers. Jesus and 1 other. It could be Gyökeres. But who knows? We're glazing over a Community Shield. Do you know what it is, Len? I'm not even glazing the Community Shield. Because, you know, it's not the biggest of things to win. What I'm glazing is the way we played. What I've been desperate for is a more progressive Arsenal that moves the ball forward, that plays on the front foot. And I saw that today. Now, yeah, people will say it's a glorified friendly, blah, blah, blah. But the signs have been there. Odegaard had a good World Cup. He's had a good pre-season. He's had a great game today. Solis has been well in pre-season. If we'd lost 3-0 today to City, I'd be going mad. So on the flip side of it, the team has to receive the credit they deserve. That was a great performance. I'm going to try and gift out some memberships if it lets me. Sometimes it doesn't seem to work. And it doesn't show up on my screen for about 30 seconds. So I never know whether it's actually been gifted. I am going to hang around for the trophy lift, guys. Lift that shiny dinner plate. Has it gone through? It worked, yeah? I don't know why it doesn't show up on my screen for like 30 seconds. You probably see it before I do. Which, right, there we go. I can see it now. Right. Big up to Curtis Shaw TV for gifting out the 5. What a legend. Phil Foden, unlucky lad. Not today, but I do think he'll have a good season. That was so good to watch. Honestly, if you didn't watch that game, maybe you're at work or on holiday and you're an Arsenal fan, watch that game, man. That was superb. Arteta, man, the blueprint is there. Play on the front foot, man. Play on the front foot. Get a couple of players in. Even though we won, I want players in. I still want a striker. I still want a left winger. We might need one more defender. We might have to drop another 150, 160 million. Don't look at that and think we've got enough. Happy with Solis. Happy with Solis, I'll be honest. I was a bit harsh on him when we signed him. He just looks like he's going to get numbers. He's a coach's winger. Doesn't give the ball away easily. Great work rate. Puts good crosses in. Looks like he's got goals in him. What we need to do, we need to be that team this season that puts pressure on people. I want Maresca saying, yo, I don't know if I can hang on to this job. I can't catch them. Get rid of some of the deadwood, exactly. Get rid of Fabio, get rid of Nelson, get rid of Jesus, clear some of that wage bill, bring in a couple of top quality players. Rance thinks he's in the title race. Rance, listen, I respect his belief in his club. In his club, I don't think United are in the title race. That's not me being disrespectful. I think they can get top 4. I think they can compete for a trophy like maybe one of the domestics. But I think it's Arsenal, City and Liverpool title race. I think they've got more work to do. Alfred said the difference is this summer the team is so good compared to other summers. So the players we can get to improve the team is going to be hard deals. Yeah, I agree, and that's a good thing. I think Arteta said that in the press conference. There's only a few players that can improve us. So it's a harder window. But we need to get them. How were Solis and Bruno? I thought both really good. Solis, I thought, got better as the game went on. 2 assists. Lovely header back across to Havertz, nods it in. And then the ball into Odegaard, who just brilliant. And Bruno was just class. CGLFC said, Curtis, as a Liverpool fan, we are nowhere near it. I think Liverpool need at least 2 more players. At least 2 players. Maybe 2 wingers. Maybe 2 wingers. Don't really feel like Liverpool have replaced Salah on the right, and I think they need a left winger. Sounds like they might get rid of Gakpo to Tottenham. I said, Saw boy. I like that one. I like it. Solis. Same United will probably get top 4 and maybe challenge for a trophy. Liverpool getting slept on. I think Liverpool need a couple more players. City picking up their losers' medals. Unlucky Cherky lad. And Mark Gahey, listen, I'll always have an element of respect for him. Boyhood Arsenal fan, and we'll never forget that soft back pass at Everton. We know deep down you're an Arsenal fan. And he is actually an Arsenal fan. Bruno, 1 game, 1 trophy. Like Nico or Leao. I'm so shameless as a person. If I went up, I'd say to the boys, listen, right, when we go to pick this Community Shield up, let's celebrate it and start spraying champagne over us and like start jumping around for banter. They probably wouldn't be happy though. People, we're going to launch the league tomorrow. We'll launch the league tomorrow. Fantasy League, we will. So the code, everything. I'll get all that ready and I will make sure there is a prize for the winner this year. Yo, why is that woman like, she's shaking Eze's hand like she knows him. I wonder if she was like doing the Community Shield last year because they won it for he won it for Crystal Palace, didn't he? She's just shaking everyone's hand normal, and Eze was like, "Oh, good to see you again." Fantasy League starts tomorrow, people. Get your teams ready. Get your teams ready. Who are you going for? There's a few players I'm putting in there. I said it earlier, so I'll say it again. I think Isak's bagging a whole lot of goals this year. No Ekatike for half the season. Areola is I think they'll play quick attacking football. She did the same to Gay here. I bet she's like ex-Palace or something. Or she supports Palace. That's good. Big up Bawley. That's the thing. I suppose if Isak stays fit, he got injured a lot last year. Deckers gets his medal. Listen, just get used to silverware, lads. It's the Community Shield, the 6 City fans that showed up. Go on, Mikel. No, she's actually stepped round to hug him. Oh, she hugged Foden. Okay, fair. Maybe she knows a few of them. Martin Odegaard with clean hands. No more snot. The solar panel Odegaard. Come on, Martin. Just banter them off. Seriously, spray champagne. Make these City fans annoyed. Look at Haaland while you're doing it as well. See you in international duty in September. Come on. Go a bit over the top for it. I'd love to see them do it. So you think Gyökeres can make a comeback? Yeah, man. Just needs to score a few goals. He's so handsome. He needs a hug. Come on, where's the champagne, lads? Wind up City, man. Yeah, look, Rice is on it, man. Oh, I should have got a dinner plate. Oh, yeah. All right, it's only a little bit. They're not going too mad. No one's even jumping. I'd go on my knees, stop, bro. Yes! Come on, Arsenal. The shiny dinner plate. Here we go. Get the champagne out, Marino. I love it. Few bottles of champers out. Come on, Arsenal. Did I mention that if we won the Community Shield, it became a major trophy straight away? Hey, Haaland. Thanks for coming, lad. People just want more and more. I don't know the words, but... I don't know the words, but you all know the song. Where's my dinner plate? Desire. Come on, Arsenal. Love to see it, man. Enjoy every trophy you win. Bruno's like, let me hold it, man. Ooh. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yo, I should have ordered the Community Shield, man. Come on, Arsenal. I need more trophies, man. I like the way it feels when we lift silverware. I like the way it feels. Get home safe, Man City. Get home safe. Get out of here, Haaland. Someone's going to clip you. I don't give a damn, bro. You know what I mean? I don't mind being clipped for being positive about the club. We love to see it, man. First in 4. Bro, no Saliba, no Timber. Rice and Saka on the bench. And enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Let's beat Chelsea goals against this season. I think that's one of them records you might not see him beaten for a long, long time. I got to be honest. I know, like Christmas, we were sort of felt like we could get it. 15 goals in a season. I'm not sure that'll be beaten for a long time. I'm telling you, bring that plate to the Emirates. Feed Win the Dog dinner off that plate tonight. We love the club, man. We want to win everything. Book your tickets for May. Champions League finals in Madrid. Let's make sure we're there. It's at Atletico's stadium. Imagine if we had Alvarez. See Gabriel and Bruno taking the picture. Why'd the camera come off them, man? Want to see the new signing lifting some silverware, man. Go on, Bruno. Community Shield comparable to Curtis's camera. Yeah, sometimes it overheats and goes a bit wrong, but it does the job. Listen, big up to everyone locked in. Apparently Solis is on a 20-game run with GA in each. We'll take it, man. Let's keep going. Keep going. People, I'm out of here. Sunday dinner's waiting and all of that good stuff. Thank you very much to the community as always. Arsenal lift the Community Shield. A fantastic performance. 3-0 against Manchester City. Goals by Calafiori, Havertz and Odegaard. Lovely performance. Put that dinner plate in the team photo. I still want a couple more signings. FPL will start tomorrow, so get your teams ready. I'll drop the code tomorrow. There'll be a prize for a winner at the end of the season. And from tomorrow, we can start building up to the Premier League Friday night, Arsenal against Coventry. Enjoy your Friday, people. Hit the like button on the way out. Community Shield winners. But we want the Champions League and we want the Prem back. Big up to everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.